Have you ever felt like your mind is constantly pulled in different directions, making it impossible to focus on what truly matters? Chapter 1. Train your mind daily to focus on important tasks. Your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever own, and how you direct it each day determines the quality of your life. Every thought you allow, every choice you make, and every moment you invest in meaningful work builds your future. A mind trained to focus on important tasks does not simply react to life, it shapes it. It chooses what deserves attention and discards what is unnecessary. Training your mind is not about doing more, it is about doing what truly matters with clarity, intention, and discipline. Each day that passes without control of your thoughts is a day where potential is wasted. Opportunities are lost, and your vision of success drifts farther away. To achieve anything significant, you must commit to mastering your focus. You must teach your mind to hold steady, resist distractions, and align with your highest priorities consistently. Focus is not a gift given to the few. It is a skill developed deliberately through daily practice and conscious effort. The human mind naturally seeks ease and novelty, often wandering toward what is immediately gratifying. Social media notifications, endless news cycles, and the barrage of messages all compete for attention, but none of them build a meaningful life. True progress requires rejecting what is trivial and embracing what is critical. Every morning presents a choice. Will you allow your day to be dictated by urgency or shaped by purpose? Each day you spend scattered and reactive is a day you allow life to pass without direction. Training your mind to focus daily creates a rhythm of intentionality, where actions are guided by clear priorities, not random impulses. Begin by understanding that the mind is like a muscle. Without deliberate exercise, it becomes weak, susceptible to fatigue, and easily influenced by distractions. But when exercised consistently, it grows stronger, sharper, and more resilient. Focusing on important tasks requires conditioning your mind to resist trivial distractions. Begin each day by identifying the tasks that will have the greatest impact on your life. These are not the easiest tasks or the ones others demand of you. These are the tasks that move your life forward, that bring you closer to your long-term goals, and that create tangible results. Make these tasks non-negotiable. Set aside uninterrupted time where your attention is fully committed to these priorities. Train your mind to recognize the difference between what matters and what merely occupies time. The practice of focus requires discipline and structure. Begin each day by mapping out your highest priority tasks. Write them down. Seeing them clearly transforms abstract intentions into actionable commitments. When your mind encounters the written word, it begins to orient itself toward completion. Start with no more than 3 critical tasks each day. This is not a limitation but a strategy. Completing what is important rather than scattering effort over trivialities builds momentum, confidence, and clarity. Focus is amplified by simplicity. When your mind knows exactly where to direct energy, it avoids confusion, fatigue, and wasted effort. The clarity of purpose ignites sustained attention, enabling work that produces real results. Distractions are the silent enemy of focus. Every interruption, every moment of wandering attention diminishes your mental energy and delays progress. A trained mind does not react impulsively to notifications or external pressures. Instead, it evaluates, prioritizes, and then acts. Control over your environment is essential. Turn off notifications, silence your phone, and create a workspace free from disturbances. Inform others of your commitment to uninterrupted focus. Protecting your mental space is as critical as performing the tasks themselves. Each boundary you set reinforces your mind's ability to remain fixed on what truly matters. Self-awareness is a cornerstone of focus. Begin to notice when your mind drifts and what triggers distraction. Is it fatigue, boredom, or external noise? Observing these patterns without judgment allows you to design systems that support sustained attention. The power of focus is amplified when coupled with incremental progress. Large goals can feel overwhelming, causing the mind to resist. Break tasks into manageable steps that allow daily wins. Each completed step builds confidence, reduces mental resistance, and reinforces the habit of attention. Eliminating multitasking is another crucial element. The mind cannot truly divide attention, it only switches rapidly between tasks, reducing efficiency, clarity, and memory. When you train your mind, commit fully to one task at a time. Immerse yourself in the process, not just the outcome. Notice the details, refine techniques, and engage fully with the work. This depth of attention ensures higher quality results and accelerates mastery. A focused mind produces work that is precise, meaningful, and impactful. Shallow attention only yields incomplete outcomes and dissatisfaction. Resilience is inseparable from focus. Distractions, interruptions, and unexpected events are inevitable. The trained mind does not crumble when plans shift or difficulties arise. Instead, it adapts, returns to priority tasks, and maintains steady progress. Developing this resilience begins with small exercises in self-control. Resist the urge to check your phone for 10 minutes. Avoid responding to minor interruptions immediately. Each act of resistance strengthens mental endurance and fortifies focus. With time, resilience becomes automatic, allowing attention to persist through challenges. Visualization also enhances the ability to focus. Before engaging in a task, imagine completing it successfully. Picture the process, the steps required, and the satisfaction of finishing. Engaging the mind in this way prepares neural pathways for concentrated action. The brain rehearses the task, reducing hesitation and increasing efficiency. Visualization aligns intention with action, creating a mental environment where focus flows naturally. Successful individuals do not stumble blindly. They mentally prepare, anticipate challenges, and direct attention purposefully. The physical body supports the mind. Sleep, nutrition, and exercise are not optional for a focused mind. Fatigue impairs concentration, hunger distracts, and lack of movement reduces mental acuity. Integrating healthy habits into your daily routine sustains energy levels and ensures the mind can remain attentive for longer periods. Hydration, balanced meals, and regular activity strengthen mental clarity and stamina. Treat your body as the vessel that allows the mind to perform at its highest level. Accountability amplifies focus. Share your priorities and progress with a trusted individual or a community of peers. Knowing someone else will review your efforts creates external pressure that reinforces internal commitment. Accountability transforms good intentions into concrete action. It encourages consistency, provides feedback, and helps maintain focus during periods of doubt. The disciplined mind seeks clarity, direction, and verification. Patience is essential. Training the mind is not instantaneous. Every distraction resisted, every period of attention sustained, and every completed task builds skill over time. Progress compounds daily. Expect moments of struggle and allow them without discouragement. A resilient, patient approach to focus cultivates long-term capacity rather than fleeting bursts of attention. The mind grows stronger as you consistently return to practice, learning from lapses without surrendering to them. Journaling is a powerful tool to reinforce focus. Recording tasks, challenges, achievements, and reflections provides insight into patterns of attention. It reveals distractions, highlights efficiency, and celebrates progress. Writing daily cements commitment and provides a tangible record of growth. Reviewing past entries motivates, reinforces priorities, and strengthens awareness of how daily attention shapes outcomes. The mind thrives on challenge. Select tasks that stretch abilities and require deep concentration. Avoid constant comfort, which dulls attention. Engaging in mentally demanding work develops skill, resilience, and cognitive control. Challenge reinforces focus by requiring sustained effort, problem solving, and active engagement. Each successful completion strengthens confidence and primes the mind for future demands. Time blocking is an effective method. Assign specific periods for high-value tasks and protect them from interruption. Treat these blocks as sacred appointments with yourself. The discipline of honoring these blocks trains the mind to enter a state of sustained attention predictably. Over time, focused work becomes habitual, not a struggle. Scheduling priority tasks demonstrates commitment to results rather than busyness. Self-reflection ensures continued growth. Each evening, review the day, what tasks were completed, where attention faltered, and how focus could improve tomorrow. Honest evaluation fosters learning and adjustment. The mind becomes sharper when guided by feedback, analysis, and deliberate action. Reflection prevents unconscious drift and strengthens intentionality. Begin small but aim for consistency. Even 20 minutes of fully focused work daily builds a foundation. Gradually expand sessions as capacity improves. Avoid overwhelm. Consistency beats intensity in the early stages. The cumulative effect of repeated practice produces a mind capable of extraordinary attention and control. Focus is not simply about productivity, it is about clarity of purpose. When the mind is trained, life becomes intentional. Actions align with goals, energy is preserved for what matters, and decisions become deliberate. This clarity fosters confidence, reduces anxiety, and increases satisfaction. You live each day in alignment with what is important, rather than being pulled by distractions, obligations, or idle thoughts. In summary, training your mind daily to focus on important tasks is a commitment to yourself, your goals, and your future. It requires structure, discipline, patience, self-awareness, and resilience. By eliminating distractions, prioritizing critical tasks, and practicing sustained attention, you build the capacity to achieve meaningful results. Each day of focus strengthens mental endurance, sharpens clarity, and reinforces intentional living. The mind trained in this way becomes a decisive, resilient, and powerful instrument, capable of transforming potential into reality. Focus is not incidental, it is cultivated through practice, maintained by discipline, and rewarded with achievement. Success is built one deliberate, focused day at a time. Training your mind is not an abstract ideal. It is a practical, actionable, and necessary practice for anyone seeking real growth. It requires courage to resist the easy distractions, patience to sustain effort, and commitment to continuous improvement. As you embrace this daily discipline, you will notice a shift. Tasks once difficult become manageable, decisions become clearer, and your capacity for meaningful work expands. Life is not controlled by circumstance, it is guided by the mind that you train deliberately, day by day, task by task. The journey of focus is ongoing. Each day presents opportunities to strengthen attention, refine priorities, and act with precision. Through consistent practice, the mind evolves into a reliable partner, capable of navigating complexity, resisting temptation, and producing outcomes that reflect your highest aspirations. Focus is not about perfection, it is about persistence, intentionality, and alignment. Every focus day compounds into a future shaped by deliberate choices rather than reactive habits. Commit to training your mind daily, protect your energy, direct your attention to what matters, and cultivate the resilience to stay on course. Build habits that reinforce sustained attention, reflect on progress, and continuously challenge your mental capacity. As focus becomes second nature, the quality of your life, decisions, and achievements will reflect the power of a mind trained to act intentionally. The practice of focus is the foundation for mastery, achievement, and personal growth. Each morning, approach the day with a clear statement of purpose. Identify what must be done, protect the time to accomplish it, and give your attention fully to these priorities. Resist distraction, embrace discipline, and welcome the challenge of sustained mental effort. Your mind, conditioned through consistent practice, will guide you toward results that once seemed impossible. Focused attention becomes your most reliable tool in transforming ideas into action plans. In Chapter 2, eliminate distractions consistently to protect your mental energy. Distractions are the silent thieves of your energy and progress, and the first step in reclaiming control over your life is understanding how they operate. Every day, your mind is bombarded by countless signals vying for attention, from notifications on your phone to emails, social media, and even the chatter of your own thoughts. Each interruption may seem small, insignificant even, but collectively they erode focus, drain mental energy, and slow your path to achievement. Protecting your mental energy is not optional if you want to produce meaningful work and achieve real results. Eliminating distractions consistently is a deliberate, disciplined practice that requires awareness, action, and commitment. Begin by observing your daily patterns. Notice when your attention is diverted, what triggers interruptions, and how much time is lost to activities that add little value. Awareness is the foundation of change. You cannot fix what you cannot see. Start logging moments when you feel distracted, noting the environment, your mood, and what you were attempting to focus on. This creates clarity about where energy leaks occur and empowers you to design a strategy to eliminate them. Your environment is a critical factor in maintaining focus. Distractions are often external and controllable. Create a workspace that signals productivity to your mind. Clear clutter, silence devices, and arrange tools so that everything necessary is within reach. Each object in your environment should serve a purpose. If it does not contribute to the task at hand, remove it. Visual simplicity reduces cognitive load, allowing your mind to stay engaged on what truly matters. Digital distractions are some of the most pervasive energy drains. Notifications, alerts, and constant access to online content condition the mind to seek constant novelty. Turn off non-essential notifications and schedule specific times to check messages. Commit to focused work periods without digital interruptions. Social media, though seemingly harmless, fragments attention and consumes hours that could be devoted to high-value tasks. Establish rules for online engagement and stick to them. Each moment saved from distraction compounds into increased productivity and mental clarity. Prioritize single tasking over multitasking. The mind cannot fully attend to multiple tasks simultaneously. It only shifts rapidly between them, losing energy and reducing quality. Commit to one important task at a time, giving it your full attention until completion or until a scheduled break. Use timing techniques to structure work periods, such as blocks of uninterrupted focus. Each period of concentrated effort strengthens mental stamina and reinforces discipline, training the brain to remain engaged without wandering. Physical cues can reinforce focus and reduce susceptibility to distraction. Maintain posture, take deep breaths, and keep your body aligned to the work at hand. The mind and body are interconnected. When your body signals readiness and presence, your mind responds in kind. Regular movement or stretching breaks support circulation and prevent fatigue, which can increase vulnerability to distractions. Physical awareness enhances mental endurance, allowing for sustained attention even during long periods of demanding work. Establish boundaries with others to protect your mental energy. Communicate clearly that certain periods are dedicated to uninterrupted focus. People respect consistent routines. Setting expectations reduces external interruptions and minimizes the cognitive strain of constantly shifting attention between tasks and social obligations. Every time you defend your focus, you reinforce the habit of prioritizing mental energy over convenience or external pressure. Mind wandering is an internal form of distraction that often goes unnoticed. Thoughts about past mistakes, future worries, or unrelated concerns can pull attention away from the present task. Cultivate awareness of these moments and gently return attention to what is important. Techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, or short mental resets can train the brain to recognize drift and recover focus quickly. Each successful redirection strengthens control over mental energy and reduces time lost to wandering thoughts. Batch similar tasks to reduce cognitive switching. Handling multiple similar responsibilities in a dedicated block reduces the mental cost of shifting contexts repeatedly. For example, respond to emails or messages in one session rather than sporadically throughout the day. Consolidating tasks conserves energy, allowing the mind to dedicate itself to higher value work without the constant friction of transition. The cumulative effect of this practice is greater efficiency, deeper focus, and less mental fatigue. Rituals and routines reinforce the elimination of distractions. Begin each day with a clear plan of high-priority tasks. Use morning periods when energy is highest for the most important work. Establish habits around preparation, focus, and review. The mind thrives on predictable patterns that support attention. Routines reduce the cognitive effort required to start tasks and protect against distraction through structured engagement. Each consistent routine builds a foundation for sustained productivity and mental clarity. The quality of focus is enhanced by regular reflection. At the end of the day, review when distractions occurred and how effectively they were managed. Identify patterns, celebrate successes, and adjust strategies for the future. Reflection transforms experience into insight, ensuring that each day strengthens your capacity to remain attentive. When the mind sees progress in controlling distractions, motivation increases, making it easier to maintain discipline over time. Energy management complements distraction elimination. Mental focus requires physical and emotional resources. Sleep, nutrition, hydration, and regular exercise are not optional for sustained attention. Fatigue amplifies susceptibility to distraction, diminishes decision-making ability, and increases irritability. Treat your body as the foundation for your mental work. Invest in routines that support energy levels to protect focus throughout the day. Accountability accelerates progress in eliminating distractions. Share goals and routines with a trusted peer or mentor. Reporting progress externally reinforces commitment internally. Knowing that someone else observes your effort encourages consistency, reduces procrastination, and helps maintain focus even when personal motivation wanes. Accountability strengthens mental resilience and protects against the pull of trivial interruptions. Learn to say no decisively. Every invitation, task, or obligation consumes attention and energy. When your mind is devoted to too many commitments, focus on what is truly important diminishes. Saying no is not rejection, it is an assertion of control over your mental resources. Prioritize the tasks, relationships, and responsibilities that align with long-term goals and values. Each boundary you set preserves energy for what truly matters. Strategically manage unavoidable interruptions. Accept that some distractions will occur despite your best efforts. Develop a plan for quickly recovering attention after an interruption. Use short pauses to reset, breathe, and reorient to the task. Recovery strategies prevent the cumulative effect of small disruptions from eroding focus and energy. With practice, the mind becomes resilient to external demands, maintaining flow despite occasional disturbances. Mental clarity is amplified by deliberate breaks. Short, scheduled pauses refresh attention, reduce cognitive fatigue, and prevent the mind from seeking distractions out of boredom. During breaks, step away from work, engage in movement, or practice mindfulness. Intentional rest enhances focus when returning to priority tasks, reinforcing mental endurance and increasing efficiency. Breaks are not lost time, they are investments in sustained concentration. Cultivate an environment of minimal stimulus outside of work periods. Reduce noise, visual clutter, and unnecessary engagement when focus is required. The fewer competing signals, the more effectively your mind can devote itself to high-value tasks. Environment shapes attention more than willpower alone. By designing spaces that support concentration, the mind experiences less friction and less temptation to drift. Self-reward reinforces disciplined focus. Acknowledge completion of tasks, milestones, or periods of uninterrupted attention. Positive reinforcement strengthens the habit of resisting distraction and motivates continued practice. Rewards do not need to be extravagant. Simple recognition of effort validates commitment and energizes the mind for the next challenge. Consistent reinforcement ensures that the mind associates focus with satisfaction and achievement. Long-term mastery of attention requires persistence. Eliminating distractions is not a one-time event. It is a continual process of awareness, action, and adjustment. Every day presents new temptations and challenges. The mind must be trained repeatedly to resist trivial interruptions and protect energy for what matters most. Over time, this disciplined practice builds mental resilience, sharpness, and the ability to navigate complex tasks with clarity and purpose. In essence, eliminating distractions consistently is the foundation for productive, meaningful, and intentional living. Protecting mental energy allows the mind to focus deeply, create tangible results, and cultivate resilience. Each action taken to reduce interruptions, manage environment, enforce boundaries, and maintain awareness contributes to stronger, more reliable focus. This practice transforms not only daily productivity, but also shapes the trajectory of personal growth, achievement, and life satisfaction. Mastering the elimination of distractions requires deliberate effort, self-awareness, and the courage to control attention. It demands creating environments that support focus, defending time and energy against interruptions, and continuously refining strategies for sustained concentration. Each choice to protect mental energy strengthens discipline, increases productivity, and reinforces clarity of purpose. The mind, when shielded from unnecessary distractions, becomes a precise, powerful instrument capable of achieving meaningful outcomes. Discipline in attention shapes results over time. Consistency in removing distractions compounds, enabling you to approach tasks with calm, controlled energy. Each focused session contributes to skill, understanding, and accomplishment. By eliminating what does not serve your priorities, you allow mental energy to flow toward what truly matters. Life is not about constant activity, but about focused engagement. Protecting attention ensures that every action contributes to growth, results, and purpose. Every day presents opportunities to strengthen focus, refine strategies, and reclaim mental energy. Begin each morning with clarity about what must be accomplished. Protect your space, minimize interruptions, and commit attention fully to important tasks. Observe, adjust, and reinforce these habits continuously. A mind trained to eliminate distractions consistently operates with precision, endurance, and clarity, turning daily effort into tangible achievement. The ability to protect mental energy is not merely a productivity tool, it is a life-changing discipline. Each act of resisting distraction enhances decision-making, reduces stress, and maximizes the impact of your work. The mind gains confidence in its capacity to direct attention, fostering resilience and purpose. Through daily deliberate practice, the habit of eliminating distractions becomes second nature, allowing focus to guide every choice, action, and result. By consistently guarding your attention and mental energy, you lay the foundation for sustained personal growth. Focused effort produces mastery, clarity, and meaningful results. Each day spent protecting your mind contributes to a life shaped by intention rather than reaction. Distractions will always exist, but the disciplined mind learns to navigate, resist, and reclaim attention relentlessly. In doing so, it unlocks the potential for extraordinary achievement and enduring satisfaction. Mental energy is your most valuable asset. How you protect it determines your capacity to achieve, create, and live intentionally. Eliminating distractions consistently is not a convenience, but a necessity for anyone serious about personal growth and meaningful success. Every small step to reduce interruptions, defend focus, and maintain clarity compounds into a life defined by deliberate action, results, and purpose. This is the power of protecting mental energy and training the mind to remain unwavering in its focus. Chapter 3. Prioritize actions that lead directly to measurable progress. Progress is not achieved by doing more things, but by doing the right things. Every action you take should move you closer to clear, tangible results. Time and energy are finite resources, and every moment spent on unproductive activity diminishes your ability to advance. Prioritizing actions that lead directly to measurable progress requires clarity, discipline, and deliberate decision-making. Begin by identifying the outcomes that matter most. Know exactly what success looks like for your goals, and break these outcomes into specific, actionable steps. This clarity transforms vague intentions into concrete targets, making it easier to focus on what truly drives results. Examine your daily activities with ruthless honesty. Many tasks feel urgent, but are not important. Distinguish between actions that create value and those that only consume time. Keep a running list of high-impact tasks and schedule them first, ensuring they receive your freshest energy and attention. Avoid the temptation to react to minor distractions or low-value work that appears urgent but does not contribute to meaningful progress. Measure your results consistently. Without metrics, you cannot know whether your actions produce the desired effect. Track outcomes, assess improvement, and adjust strategies when necessary. Measurable progress is motivating because it provides evidence that effort translates into achievement. Even small increments of improvement compound over time, reinforcing discipline and focus. Decide daily what deserves your attention and allocate time accordingly. Use blocks of uninterrupted focus for tasks that yield the highest return. Remove unnecessary steps and simplify processes to reduce friction. Efficiency amplifies progress because each completed task contributes directly to the ultimate goal. By consistently performing high-impact actions, you build momentum that drives sustained achievement. Set boundaries to protect time for priority tasks. Limit engagement with distractions, interruptions, and trivial responsibilities that dilute focus. Communicate clearly with others about periods of concentrated work and honor your own commitments. Each protected period is an investment in measurable advancement, creating a rhythm of accomplishment that accumulates steadily over time. Develop habits that reinforce action toward meaningful results. Daily routines should revolve around tasks that move you forward. Repetition strengthens skill, reinforces discipline, and transforms effort into consistent output. Habits reduce reliance on willpower alone, making it easier to sustain focus and productivity even when motivation wanes. Regular reflection is essential for alignment. Assess whether your activities are delivering measurable progress and adjust strategies when necessary. Recognize achievements, identify inefficiencies, and refine approaches. Reflection prevents wasted effort and ensures that all actions remain aligned with your most important objectives. Focus on quality over quantity. Performing fewer tasks with greater impact produces more tangible results than attempting to accomplish everything. Prioritize depth of effort and excellence in execution. When work is deliberate, attentive, and high quality, measurable progress becomes inevitable. Break goals into actionable milestones. Large objectives can feel overwhelming and diffuse attention. By segmenting targets into smaller, measurable steps, you create a clear path and can track progress incrementally. Each milestone achieved reinforces confidence, motivation, and the discipline to continue. Commit fully to each high-priority action. Half-hearted effort rarely produces significant results. Apply full attention, energy, and skill to every task that advances your goals. Consistent, focused effort ensures that each action contributes directly to measurable progress. Plan ahead to maximize impact. Anticipate potential obstacles, allocate resources strategically, and sequence actions for efficiency. Preparation reduces wasted effort and keeps the focus on meaningful tasks. A well-structured plan provides a roadmap that transforms intention into measurable achievement. Eliminate low-value commitments. Saying no to activities that do not advance your goals protects focus and energy. Each declined distraction frees time and mental bandwidth for high-impact actions, accelerating progress and reinforcing discipline. Use feedback as a tool for improvement. Seek information about how your actions influence outcomes and adapt strategies accordingly. Feedback loops provide insight into effectiveness, highlight areas for refinement, and ensure that effort produces tangible results. Maintain focus on core objectives. Avoid pursuing side interests that fragment attention or dilute resources. Every task should relate directly to the desired outcome. Maintaining a clear line of sight on essential goals ensures that effort translates into measurable advancement. Time block critical activities. Dedicate specific periods each day to the tasks that have the highest impact. Protect these blocks rigorously from interruptions and low-priority work. Structured focus periods accelerate measurable progress by concentrating energy where it matters most. Leverage resources strategically. Use tools, skills, and support systems that enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of high-priority tasks. Intelligent resource allocation amplifies results, enabling greater progress in less time. Evaluate actions by their results, not by effort. Activity without impact is wasted energy. Prioritize work that produces observable outcomes and adjust or eliminate tasks that fail to deliver. Measurement of results ensures that focus remains on productive effort rather than busy work. Stay persistent despite challenges. Obstacles are inevitable, but consistent effort toward high-impact actions ensures continued advancement. Each challenge overcome builds resilience, strengthens skills, and contributes to measurable progress over time. Celebrate incremental achievements. Recognizing progress reinforces discipline and motivates continued action. Each small result compounds into larger accomplishments, validating the strategy of focusing on actions that directly advance goals. Commit to lifelong focus on what produces results. Consistently prioritizing impactful actions creates a habit of effectiveness. Over time, this approach compounds into mastery, achievement, and lasting personal and professional growth. By consciously choosing to focus on actions that yield measurable results, you reclaim control over your time, energy, and outcomes. Each decision, each task, and each moment devoted to high-priority work builds momentum, reinforces discipline, and shapes the trajectory of your life toward tangible success. Measurable progress becomes not just an outcome, but a way of living, ensuring that every effort contributes meaningfully to growth and accomplishment. Chapter 4. Strengthen self-discipline to maintain unwavering focus every day. Discipline is the cornerstone of any meaningful achievement, and the invisible force that keeps your focus sharp when motivation fades. It is not something you wait for to appear magically. It is built intentionally every day through conscious choices and consistent actions. Strengthening self-discipline means training your mind to act according to your highest priorities, even when distractions, temptations, or fatigue pull you in another direction. It begins with recognizing that each decision you make is either an investment in your future or a step away from your goals. Understanding this simple truth creates a foundation for unwavering focus. To cultivate self-discipline, start by defining clear standards for your daily behavior. Decide what habits, actions, and routines align with your objectives. Clarity in what matters most eliminates indecision and reduces wasted energy. When your path is clear, your mind can direct its attention without constantly battling uncertainty. Create a structured schedule that prioritizes high-value activities and honor it with consistency. The act of showing up for your commitments daily, regardless of feelings, strengthens your willpower and conditions your mind to remain focused. Small, deliberate actions compound over time into powerful patterns of discipline. Begin by mastering simple tasks consistently. Completing routine responsibilities on time without procrastination builds confidence in your ability to follow through. Each completed action reinforces the belief that you are capable of maintaining focus and following through on your intentions. Avoid relying on motivation alone because it is fleeting and unpredictable. Discipline sustains performance when enthusiasm wanes and challenges arise, ensuring progress continues even under difficult circumstances. Accountability is a crucial tool for building self-discipline. Hold yourself responsible for meeting your standards and achieving the outcomes you set. Track your performance daily to ensure you are executing tasks according to plan. Review successes and setbacks without judgment, using them as feedback to improve. Accountability strengthens commitment because it makes each action tangible and measurable, turning abstract intentions into concrete results. Identify triggers that weaken your discipline and take steps to neutralize them. Environmental distractions, habitual procrastination, or negative influences can erode focus if left unchecked. Design your surroundings to support concentration and minimize interruptions. Replace unproductive habits with routines that reinforce consistent focus. When your environment and behavior align with your objectives, sustaining self-discipline becomes significantly easier and more natural. Resilience is a companion to discipline. Challenges, setbacks, and fatigue are inevitable, but maintaining focus requires a mindset that perseveres through difficulties. Train yourself to respond to obstacles by recommitting to your actions rather than giving in to excuses or temporary discomfort. Each act of perseverance strengthens self-discipline and reinforces the connection between effort and progress. Over time, resilience transforms challenges into opportunities for growth and solidifies unwavering focus. Set clear boundaries for yourself to protect your attention and energy. Learn to say no to activities, people, and distractions that do not serve your goals. Boundaries prevent dilution of focus and preserve mental clarity. Each decision to honor your priorities reinforces the practice of discipline, making it easier to maintain attention on tasks that matter. Consistent adherence to boundaries cultivates a strong, disciplined mindset that naturally resists diversion. Break large goals into actionable steps to avoid overwhelm and maintain control. Disciplining yourself to focus on small, manageable actions ensures steady progress. When the mind is not burdened with excessive complexity, it can apply full attention to each task. Structured steps provide clarity and a roadmap for execution, which strengthens the habit of maintaining unwavering focus throughout the day. Embrace routine as a discipline-building tool. Establish daily habits that align with your objectives and adhere to them strictly. Regularity reduces mental fatigue by automating productive behaviors, allowing your mind to channel energy toward high-value tasks. Each completed routine reinforces a sense of mastery and creates momentum, making focus a natural byproduct of disciplined action. Practice delayed gratification to deepen self-discipline. Training yourself to resist immediate pleasures in favor of long-term benefits strengthens mental control and concentration. Each conscious decision to prioritize meaningful outcomes over fleeting satisfaction reinforces the capacity for sustained focus. Over time, this ability to defer reward becomes an essential component of unwavering discipline and effective goal pursuit. Visualize the consequences of disciplined versus undisciplined behavior. Consider the long-term impact of choices and actions on your progress. Visualization sharpens awareness and motivates adherence to disciplined practices by making the benefits and costs of your decisions tangible. When the mind clearly sees the outcome of focused effort, maintaining self-discipline becomes easier and more compelling. Consistency compounds results in both habit and achievement. Perform key actions daily, regardless of external conditions or internal feelings. Repetition strengthens neural pathways that support disciplined behavior, making focus increasingly automatic. Over time, the cumulative effect of consistent disciplined effort produces tangible results and establishes a pattern of high performance that reinforces itself. Use self-reflection to monitor your adherence to discipline. At the end of each day, evaluate your focus, execution, and alignment with priorities. Identify areas of strength and opportunities for improvement. Honest reflection fosters growth by revealing patterns and providing insight into how to refine your approach. Self-awareness ensures that discipline evolves rather than stagnates, supporting continuous improvement in focus and productivity. Challenge yourself to maintain focus under stress and discomfort. Real discipline is demonstrated not in easy circumstances, but in moments of fatigue, pressure, or distraction. Practice sustaining attention and executing critical tasks during these conditions. Each successful application under difficulty strengthens your capacity for self-discipline and prepares you for the inevitable challenges of meaningful work. Commit fully to each task you undertake. Avoid half-hearted effort and divided attention. Immerse yourself in the present moment, applying full mental energy to the work at hand. This level of engagement enhances quality, accelerates results, and reinforces the habit of sustained focus. Total commitment to each action builds momentum, confidence, and mastery over time. Learn to anticipate temptations that weaken discipline and plan countermeasures. Whether it is the lure of procrastination, unnecessary indulgences, or low-priority distractions, have strategies in place to remain on course. Preparation and foresight reduce the likelihood of being derailed, allowing unwavering focus to persist despite challenges. Incorporate mindfulness practices to strengthen attention. Awareness of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors helps identify when focus is wavering and allows you to regain control. Mindfulness cultivates the ability to direct mental energy deliberately, enhancing both discipline and the quality of your work. Regular practice sharpens concentration and reinforces consistent adherence to priorities. Reward consistent self-discipline to reinforce behavior. Acknowledge small victories and recognize the effort required to maintain focus. Positive reinforcement strengthens motivation and encourages continued adherence to disciplined habits. Celebrating progress creates a sustainable cycle of effort, focus, and achievement. Remember that self-discipline is a skill, not an innate trait. It develops over time through intentional effort, practice, and persistence. Every choice to act with focus rather than impulse strengthens this skill. Gradually, disciplined behavior becomes second nature, allowing you to navigate daily challenges with clarity and control. Maintain perspective on long-term objectives. Immediate results may not always be visible, but persistent focus and disciplined action accumulate into significant accomplishments. Understanding the connection between daily effort and long-term success reinforces commitment and sustains unwavering focus. By deliberately strengthening self-discipline, you create the conditions for consistent, high-quality focus on tasks that matter most. Each day becomes an opportunity to practice mastery over attention, to act intentionally, and to advance toward meaningful goals. The mind trained in discipline becomes a powerful instrument, capable of sustained effort, clarity, and progress. Unwavering focus is no longer dependent on fleeting motivation, but is the natural outcome of cultivated self-discipline, guiding every action toward achievement and lasting personal growth. Chapter 5. Track your goals daily to ensure constant improvement. Tracking your goals daily is one of the most powerful habits you can develop because it transforms vague intentions into concrete actions and measurable progress. Goals, no matter how inspiring, remain abstract without a system to monitor advancement. Daily tracking turns ambition into accountability, ensuring that every choice you make aligns with the outcomes you desire. By observing your progress each day, you gain clarity about where you stand, what is working, and where adjustments are necessary. This process keeps your mind focused and prevents wasted effort on tasks that do not contribute meaningfully to your objectives. Start by writing down your goals in precise terms. Vague statements, like "I want to be successful" or "I want to improve," provide no actionable path. Instead, define what success or improvement looks like in specific terms, including measurable indicators. When goals are clearly defined, tracking becomes straightforward because you have identifiable criteria to measure against. Each day, review these indicators to assess progress. Doing so creates a tangible sense of accountability that strengthens your commitment and discipline over time. Break larger goals into smaller, actionable steps that can be monitored daily. Large objectives can feel overwhelming, causing procrastination or inconsistency. By segmenting your goals into manageable portions, you create a series of milestones to track. Each milestone achieved reinforces your momentum and builds confidence in your ability to see the larger goal through. Daily tracking allows you to capture these incremental successes and ensures that even small actions contribute meaningfully to the overall objective. Consistency in tracking is crucial. It is not enough to monitor progress sporadically or only when it feels convenient. Daily observation trains your mind to stay focused on your priorities and prevents deviation from your plan, even on days when you feel unmotivated or exhausted. Recording your progress maintains continuity. This consistent attention reinforces the habit of accountability, and over time it becomes a natural part of your routine. Use a system or tool to make tracking practical and efficient. This could be a journal, a digital app, or a simple spreadsheet. The method is less important than the act of capturing and reviewing your daily progress. The key is to create a structured record that you can refer to consistently. A tangible record provides perspective, allowing you to see patterns in your behavior, identify areas for improvement, and celebrate achievements. Review each day with honesty and precision. Assess what you accomplished, what obstacles arose, and how effectively you stayed aligned with your priorities. Avoid self-criticism that paralyzes action. Instead, focus on understanding your performance objectively. Honest reflection highlights areas that need attention and provides insight into how to adjust strategies for greater efficiency. Each day's review becomes a foundation for improvement rather than a source of guilt. Visual cues can enhance the tracking process. Use charts, color codes, or simple check marks to make progress visible at a glance. Seeing accomplishments visually reinforces motivation and encourages consistent effort. It also makes it easier to identify gaps or lapses, providing a clear signal to adjust focus where necessary. The combination of visual and written tracking creates a multi-layered awareness of progress that strengthens engagement with your goals. Celebrate small achievements as they accumulate. Recognizing daily wins reinforces your commitment and makes long-term objectives feel attainable. These small acknowledgements of effort and progress energize your mind and increase the likelihood of maintaining consistent action. Celebration does not mean indulgence or distraction. It simply acknowledges the power of disciplined effort and motivates continued focus. Accountability partners or mentors can enhance daily tracking. Sharing your progress with someone who understands your goals introduces external accountability and encourages higher standards. Feedback from others provides perspective and often uncovers blind spots you might miss when tracking alone. When combined with self-monitoring, external accountability significantly strengthens your capacity for consistent improvement. Adaptability is essential in the tracking process. Not every day will proceed as planned, and unexpected challenges will arise. Use your daily reviews to identify what needs to change and adjust your approach accordingly. Flexibility within a structured system ensures that tracking remains effective and responsive to real-world conditions. It prevents stagnation and allows your strategy to evolve while keeping you aligned with your objectives. Integrate goal tracking into a broader routine of reflection and planning. Start each day by reviewing the previous day's progress and setting intentions for what must be accomplished next. End the day by assessing achievements and noting areas for improvement. This cycle of planning, action, and review cultivates self-awareness and reinforces the connection between effort and results. Over time, this habitual reflection improves decision-making and strengthens your ability to focus on meaningful activities. Use tracking to identify distractions and inefficiencies. When you record what you accomplish, patterns emerge, showing where time and energy are wasted. This information allows you to remove low-value activities and prioritize those that directly contribute to your goals. The process of daily tracking thus not only monitors progress, but also actively improves productivity and focus. Track both effort and results to get a complete picture of progress. While outcomes are important, consistent effort is the foundation for long-term success. Recording the actions you take each day ensures that even when results are delayed, you maintain a record of consistent effort This dual approach provides encouragement during slow progress periods and keeps you committed to continuous action. Incorporate a time element into your tracking, recording when tasks are completed, how long they take, and the sequence of actions adds context and clarity. Time-based tracking highlights efficiency, identifies bottlenecks, and allows you to optimize your workflow. Understanding the time dimension ensures that focus is not just on what is done, but how effectively it is executed. Stay objective in your tracking without overanalyzing or doubting yourself. Use the data to inform decisions rather than to judge or discourage. The purpose of daily monitoring is to create awareness and guide improvement, not to generate anxiety. Balanced observation strengthens discipline and keeps attention on action rather than fear of failure. Prioritize transparency in your tracking system. Make your records clear and understandable, eliminating ambiguity. A system that is confusing or incomplete undermines its purpose. When your progress is visible and organized, it reinforces the habit of reflection and encourages continuous engagement with your goals. Combine short-term tracking with long-term perspective. While daily monitoring ensures immediate accountability, it is essential to view these results in the context of broader objectives. Use weekly or monthly reviews to identify trends, evaluate overall progress, and adjust strategies. Integrating daily and long-term perspectives enhances clarity and sustains motivation by connecting small actions to significant outcomes. Leverage tracking to strengthen commitment and consistency. Recording progress daily reminds you of the choices you've made and the direction you are moving in. It reinforces the link between action and results, making it harder to rationalize inaction or procrastination. The act of observation itself increases accountability and motivates continued effort. Refine your tracking process over time. As you gain experience, adjust methods to improve clarity, efficiency, and impact. Experiment with formats, tools, and approaches that best suit your goals and personal habits. A refined tracking system reduces friction, increases engagement, and ensures that monitoring remains an effective tool for consistent improvement. Recognize that setbacks are part of the process. Not every day will produce perfect results, and not every task will go as planned. Documenting both successes and failures provides valuable lessons for future action. Daily tracking ensures that even mistakes contribute to learning and continuous improvement rather than discouragement or wasted effort. By committing to daily goal tracking, you create a structure that transforms ambition into measurable action. Each day becomes an opportunity to observe, evaluate, and refine your approach. This consistent attention to progress fosters discipline, increases clarity, and builds momentum toward achieving meaningful objectives. Over time, the habit of daily tracking creates an environment in which growth is inevitable, focus is sharp, and your capacity for consistent improvement becomes second nature. Creating routines that reinforce productive thinking habits naturally is one of the most powerful ways to build a life of focus, clarity, and consistent achievement. Our minds are constantly influenced by repetition, and the actions we take daily shape not only what we accomplish, but also the quality of our thoughts. Productive thinking is not just about having ideas, it is about creating a mental environment where the right ideas, insights, and decisions flow effortlessly because your habits support them. Developing routines is not a matter of force or struggle. It is about creating natural systems that train your mind to operate efficiently and effectively without constant willpower. Start each day with a structured mental warm-up. This could include reviewing key objectives, visualizing successful outcomes, and mentally mapping the tasks ahead. By priming your mind in the morning, you establish a productive tone for the day. This routine prepares your brain to focus on high-value activities, reduces scattered thinking, and strengthens the neural pathways associated with intentional focus. Over time, your mind becomes conditioned to enter a state of clarity and attention with minimal effort. Break larger thinking tasks into consistent, manageable segments. When faced with complex problems, your brain can easily become overwhelmed, leading to indecision or procrastination. Creating a routine that includes dedicated time blocks for analyzing challenges, brainstorming solutions, and evaluating options allows your mind to approach problems systematically. These recurring sessions develop discipline, improve efficiency, and make productive thinking a natural part of your daily pattern. Establish environmental cues that support productive thinking. Simple adjustments, such as a clutter-free workspace, minimal distractions, and designated thinking zones, reinforce mental habits naturally. These cues signal your brain to enter a focused state automatically. Introduce micro-habits that support mental clarity. Daily practices like journaling thoughts, listing priorities, or reviewing key lessons provide small but powerful reinforcement for productive thinking. Micro-habits require minimal effort, yet accumulate significant impact over time. By embedding these simple activities into your routine, you cultivate a mindset of awareness, intention, and continuous improvement. Use timing strategically to optimize your thinking routines. Everyone has periods of the day when their mental energy is highest. Identify your peak hours and schedule your most demanding cognitive tasks during these times. Routine alignment with natural energy cycles enhances focus, reduces mental fatigue, and allows your brain to perform at its best consistently. Integrate physical activity into routines that support productive thinking. Exercise is not just beneficial for the body, it sharpens the mind, increases energy levels, and improves cognitive function. Even brief sessions of movement, stretching, or walking can enhance clarity and creativity. By consistently pairing physical activity with periods of thinking, you create a rhythm that naturally supports mental sharpness. Create mental triggers to reinforce productive habits. Simple signals, such as starting a particular task with a specific action or phrase, condition the mind to focus. For example, reviewing your top priorities immediately after breakfast can signal the start of intentional thinking. Repetition of these triggers embeds productive thinking into the rhythm of daily life, making it automatic rather than forced. Balance structure with flexibility and routines. While consistency is vital, rigid schedules can become counterproductive if they fail to adapt to real-world challenges. Allow your routines to accommodate adjustments while maintaining the core principles that strengthen productive thought. Flexibility ensures that routines remain sustainable, resilient, and aligned with long-term growth rather than causing unnecessary stress. Prioritize mental nutrition within your routines. The information you consume, the conversations you engage in, and the content you expose yourself to influence your thinking habits. Incorporate reading, learning, and discussions that challenge your mind, inspire new perspectives, and refine reasoning skills. When intellectual input is consistent and deliberate, your routines support continuous improvement and the development of high-quality thought patterns. Track the outcomes of your thinking routines. Document insights, decisions, and strategies generated during structured thinking periods. Recording results provides feedback on what habits are most effective and allows for continual refinement. Awareness of outcomes reinforces the value of your routines, increases motivation, and provides tangible evidence of progress, further embedding productive thinking into your daily life. Include moments of solitude in your routines. Quiet reflection without external input strengthens internal focus, enhances problem solving, and fosters deep insight. These periods are essential for productive thinking because they allow your mind to process information without distraction. Making solitude a regular part of your day ensures that high-level thinking becomes habitual rather than sporadic. Incorporate deliberate pauses to enhance mental processing. Constant activity can overwhelm cognitive capacity. By scheduling brief pauses during work or decision-making sessions, you allow your brain to rest, consolidate information, and generate new connections. These intentional breaks, repeated as part of a routine, enhance clarity, prevent burnout, and reinforce productive thought. Develop routines for prioritizing tasks and decisions. Productive thinking is wasted if it is not applied to meaningful action. Daily routines that involve reviewing priorities, sequencing tasks, and allocating resources ensure that cognitive energy is focused on high-impact activities. Consistently practicing this prioritization strengthens both efficiency and mental clarity over time. Encourage iterative improvement within your routines. Regularly assess which aspects of your daily thinking practices are most effective and refine them accordingly. This iterative process ensures that routines remain aligned with evolving goals and challenges, fostering continuous enhancement of productive thinking habits. Pair accountability with routines. Sharing your structured thinking practices with a mentor, coach, or peer reinforces consistency and encourages higher standards. Accountability provides motivation to maintain routines even during challenging periods and strengthens the link between discipline and results. Integrate mindfulness techniques into your daily thinking habits. Practices such as focused breathing, attention exercises, or brief meditation sessions improve awareness, reduce mental clutter, and enhance the capacity for deliberate thought. When embedded in routines, mindfulness becomes a natural tool that strengthens cognitive control and supports sustained productivity. Recognize the long-term benefits of reinforced thinking routines. Habits built over time not only improve immediate performance, but also shape your cognitive approach to challenges and opportunities. Consistent routines cultivate resilience, adaptability, and strategic thinking, providing a foundation for both personal and professional growth. Commit to patience and persistence in establishing these routines. Developing natural productive thinking habits is a gradual process. Daily repetition, reflection, and reinforcement build a robust mental framework that eventually allows your mind to operate with focus, clarity, and efficiency without conscious effort. By intentionally designing and maintaining routines that support productive thinking, you create a mental environment where focus, clarity, and insight occur naturally. Each day becomes an opportunity to strengthen these habits, refine processes, and increase effectiveness. Over time, the accumulation of disciplined routines transforms the way your mind works, making productive thinking an automatic and reliable aspect of your life. This consistent practice builds resilience, sharpens decision-making, and ensures that mental energy is directed toward actions that truly matter. The structure, repetition, and conscious attention embedded in these routines cultivate a mind capable of sustaining focus, generating solutions, and achieving meaningful results consistently. Chapter 7. Challenge yourself to push beyond mental comfort zones regularly. Growth begins when you choose to step beyond the limits of familiar thought. Your mind has a natural tendency to settle into comfort, repeating familiar patterns and avoiding uncertainty. Every time you stay inside your mental comfort zone, you delay your potential, your insight, and your progress. Challenging yourself is not about reckless risk. It is about deliberate action to stretch your thinking, confront uncertainty, and develop resilience. Each effort to push past hesitations strengthens your mental muscles, allowing focus, creativity, and confidence to expand naturally. Start by identifying areas where your thinking feels habitual or safe. These are the zones where growth slows. Recognize the tasks or decisions you tend to avoid because they feel uncomfortable or uncertain. These are the exact areas where challenge produces transformation. The act of acknowledging mental avoidance is itself a step forward. Once you clearly see where comfort dominates your behavior, you can design small, deliberate challenges to confront it. Begin with manageable risks. Stretching your mind does not mean leaping blindly into difficulty. Start by introducing slightly harder problems, new perspectives, or unfamiliar methods into your daily thinking. This gradual exposure conditions your mind to tolerate discomfort without panic. Each successful attempt builds confidence, reduces fear, and strengthens resilience. The accumulation of these small victories leads to the ability to handle larger challenges with composure and clarity. Set specific, measurable goals that require you to act outside your comfort zone. Rather than vague intentions, define the exact behaviors, decisions, or tasks that push your limits. This creates clarity and accountability, allowing you to track progress over time. Achieving incremental milestones reinforces the belief that stepping beyond comfort produces tangible results. Each milestone also enhances focus by providing a concrete purpose for the effort required. Embrace the learning process inherent in challenge. When you step beyond familiar mental territory, mistakes, uncertainty, and hesitation are inevitable. View these not as failures, but as signals that growth is occurring. Reflect on the outcomes of each challenging action, extract lessons, and apply them immediately. This process of feedback and adjustment ensures that challenges lead to development rather than frustration. Practice intentional discomfort daily. Deliberate exposure to mental challenges keeps your mind active, alert, and adaptable. This could include tackling complex problems without immediate solutions, engaging in debates or discussions outside your expertise, or questioning deeply held assumptions. Each exercise expands your capacity for thoughtful analysis, creative insight, and disciplined reasoning. Over time, the act of challenging yourself becomes a natural habit rather than an occasional effort. Monitor your emotional responses during challenges. Discomfort often triggers fear, anxiety, or doubt. Acknowledging these feelings without judgment allows you to remain present and engaged. Use them as indicators of areas where growth is occurring. Emotional awareness strengthens self-control, improves decision-making, and enhances resilience, all of which are essential for sustainable focus and productive thinking. Create accountability systems to reinforce consistent challenge. Share your intentions with a mentor, colleague, or peer who can provide feedback and encouragement. Accountability increases commitment and reduces the temptation to retreat to comfort. Knowing that someone else observes your progress motivates you to persist through difficulty and stay disciplined in pursuing mental growth. Incorporate reflection into your routine after each challenge. Ask yourself what you learned, how you felt, and what you would do differently next time. Reflection transforms discomfort into insight, converting difficult experiences into actionable knowledge. This practice strengthens self-awareness and ensures that mental stretching produces long-term development rather than temporary effort. Balance challenge with recovery. Pushing beyond comfort requires energy, focus, and emotional resilience. Build periods of rest and reflection into your schedule to allow the mind to consolidate learning. Proper recovery prevents burnout, maintains clarity, and enhances the effectiveness of each subsequent challenge. Treat your mind like a muscle. Growth occurs not only in effort, but also in recuperation. Expose yourself to new perspectives to expand your mental boundaries. Read materials outside your usual interests, engage in conversations with people of diverse experiences, and explore ideas that feel foreign or uncomfortable. Each new viewpoint challenges assumptions, sharpens critical thinking, and stimulates creative problem-solving. The cumulative effect is a mind that is flexible, curious, and capable of handling complexity. Evaluate results quantitatively and qualitatively. Measure the outcomes of your challenges, not only by what you accomplish, but also by how your thinking and behavior change. Improvement in patience, focus, adaptability, and decision-making are as important as concrete results. Recognizing these changes reinforces motivation and encourages further action beyond comfort zones. Embrace uncertainty as a teacher. Discomfort often comes from not knowing the outcome. Train your mind to tolerate ambiguity, make decisions with incomplete information, and proceed confidently despite uncertainty. This ability enhances focus, reduces procrastination, and fosters a mindset of proactive problem-solving. Each encounter with uncertainty strengthens mental resilience and expands the boundaries of what you consider achievable. Develop rituals that support mental stretching. Establish specific routines that consistently introduce new challenges. This could include daily problem-solving exercises, weekly reflection sessions, or structured brainstorming periods. Ritualizing challenge reduces the cognitive friction of starting, making it easier to consistently push beyond comfort and maintain disciplined mental growth. Pair challenges with immediate application. When you confront discomfort, ensure that insights and skills gained are applied to meaningful tasks. The act of translating experience into action reinforces learning, solidifies habits, and demonstrates the practical value of stepping beyond mental limits. Without application, challenges may feel theoretical rather than transformative. Celebrate progress while remaining focused on growth. Acknowledge the successes achieved by stepping outside your comfort zone, but avoid complacency. Recognizing progress boosts confidence and reinforces disciplined effort, while maintaining momentum for continuous mental expansion. This balance between acknowledgement and ongoing challenge sustains motivation over the long term. Identify limiting beliefs that prevent you from embracing challenge. Mental comfort is often reinforced by internal narratives of doubt, fear, or inadequacy. Write down these beliefs, confront them with evidence of capability, and replace them with empowering alternatives. Overcoming these internal obstacles is essential for consistent mental stretching and the cultivation of focus, courage, and resilience. Practice strategic risk-taking in your thinking. Not all challenges are equal. Prioritize those that yield significant growth. Evaluate the potential benefits against the effort required and deliberately choose challenges that maximize development. Strategic selection ensures that mental stretching is efficient, effective, and aligned with meaningful goals. Combine collaboration with challenge. Engage with others who stretch your thinking, provide constructive criticism, or present alternative solutions. Collaborative challenge introduces perspectives and complexities you may not consider alone. Learning to operate in challenging social or professional environments strengthens focus, adaptability, and problem-solving skills. Maintain a mindset of curiosity during each challenge. Approach discomfort as an opportunity to learn rather than an obstacle. Curiosity fuels engagement, stimulates exploration, and sustains effort even when the task feels difficult. A curious mindset transforms challenge from a source of stress into a vehicle for growth, making it easier to push beyond familiar mental boundaries consistently. Commit to incremental growth. Regularly challenge yourself in small, deliberate ways that cumulatively expand your mental capacity. Consistency, reflection, and application ensure that each step beyond your comfort zone contributes to lasting improvement. Over time, the accumulation of these small, disciplined challenges leads to a mind that is agile, confident, and capable of sustaining high-level focus and productivity across all areas of life. By challenging yourself to push beyond mental comfort zones regularly, you cultivate resilience, sharpen focus, and expand the boundaries of your capabilities. Discomfort becomes a guide rather than a barrier, providing insight into areas of growth and opportunity. The consistent practice of stepping into the unfamiliar strengthens mental discipline, builds confidence, and fosters the ability to navigate complexity with clarity and composure. Over time, this deliberate approach to challenge transforms the way you think, decide, and act, creating a foundation for sustained personal and professional growth, and ensuring that your mind remains active, adaptive, and capable of achieving meaningful results consistently. Chapter 8. Practice patience while staying relentless in your daily effort. True growth is not measured by speed, but by consistent effort over time. Every day presents opportunities to improve, to refine your skills, and to move closer to the goals that matter most. The challenge is that progress rarely appears instantly, results take time, and the path often tests patience, persistence, and mental endurance. The ability to remain relentless in your effort while maintaining patience is a skill that separates those who achieve lasting success from those who give up too soon. It requires understanding that effort compounds and that every small action matters, even if the impact is not immediately visible. Start by committing to a daily routine that prioritizes meaningful work. Identify the tasks that directly influence your goals and focus on them consistently. Avoid the temptation to chase immediate rewards or quick fixes. Discipline yourself to return to these tasks every day, recognizing that repetition builds mastery. The consistency of effort, even when motivation wanes, produces momentum that grows silently beneath the surface. Patience is developed through awareness of the natural rhythms of progress. Understand that every goal involves a series of incremental steps. Each day's work contributes to a larger outcome that will be visible only over time. When results are slow, resist frustration and maintain your commitment. Trust in the process and let patience guide your actions. Real growth emerges from this balance between persistence and calm endurance. Track your daily actions to maintain focus on long-term objectives. Keep records of what you do, noting accomplishments and areas for improvement. Reviewing these records provides tangible evidence that your effort accumulates, even when results feel distant. Awareness of your progress reinforces patience, as you can see that every consistent effort moves you closer to your objectives. Daily tracking also identifies patterns that require adjustment, helping you refine your approach while remaining relentless. Visualize the outcomes of your efforts while committing to the present task. Seeing the end result in your mind strengthens motivation, yet it should not distract from the work at hand. Focus fully on the immediate steps, understanding that consistent effort in the present moment is what ultimately creates future success. Visualization and action work together. Patience keeps you grounded while relentlessness ensures continuous movement. Maintain emotional balance when faced with setbacks or slow progress. Challenges will arise, and circumstances may temporarily stall your efforts. Emotional control allows you to respond rationally, adjust strategies, and continue acting without panic or discouragement. Relentless patience is about steady persistence, not frantic effort. It requires cultivating resilience to stay committed, even when the outcome is not yet apparent. Break large goals into smaller, achievable tasks. This approach makes progress measurable and provides frequent moments of accomplishment, which sustain motivation. Completing small tasks consistently reinforces the habit of effort and provides evidence that your work is effective. Over time, these small achievements accumulate into substantial results, demonstrating the power of patience combined with relentless action. Develop self-awareness to recognize when impatience threatens your focus. Notice the urges to quit, procrastinate, or seek shortcuts. Acknowledging these impulses allows you to confront them directly and return to disciplined effort. Self-awareness ensures that your relentlessness is guided by purpose rather than reaction, enabling you to maintain patience and steady progress simultaneously. Create an environment that supports focused effort. Remove distractions, organize your workspace, and establish clear boundaries around time dedicated to important tasks. A structured environment reduces friction, allowing you to sustain relentless action without unnecessary stress. Environmental consistency reinforces both patience and perseverance by minimizing interruptions and decision fatigue. Incorporate reflection into your routine to reinforce learning and maintain perspective. At the end of each day, review your actions, assess what worked, and consider adjustments. Reflection provides clarity on how effort translates into growth and highlights areas where patience is required. Understanding your journey in context strengthens resolve and helps maintain relentless progress without becoming discouraged. Develop mental resilience by embracing challenges as opportunities to build character. Difficulties, delays, and obstacles are part of the growth process. Patience allows you to navigate these challenges without surrendering, while relentless effort ensures that you continue to act in spite of adversity. Viewing challenges as tests of discipline rather than barriers cultivates both endurance and strength of mind. Use incremental improvement as a guiding principle. Focus on making small, meaningful advances every day. These improvements may seem minor individually, but their cumulative effect over weeks and months is substantial. Recognizing the power of gradual progress reinforces patience and demonstrates that relentless effort produces tangible results over time. Establish accountability mechanisms to sustain effort. Share goals and progress with a mentor, coach, or trusted peer. External accountability reinforces commitment and provides encouragement when patience is tested. Knowing that someone else observes your consistent effort can motivate you to maintain focus and persevere through moments of doubt or slow progress. Balance discipline with flexibility. Patience does not mean rigid adherence without adaptation. Adjust strategies when needed, but maintain the underlying commitment to consistent effort. Flexibility allows you to respond to challenges effectively while ensuring that relentlessness in effort is sustained. Strategic adaptation paired with persistent action creates a resilient approach to long-term success. Celebrate milestones to maintain motivation without losing focus. Recognize progress achieved through daily effort while understanding that success is a process, not a single event. Acknowledging achievements reinforces the value of patience and strengthens commitment to continued action. Celebrating incremental success provides emotional energy to sustain relentless focus over the long term. Cultivate intrinsic motivation to fuel persistent effort. Identify personal values, aspirations, and reasons for pursuing your goals. Internal motivation provides a stable foundation for action even when external rewards are delayed. When your drive comes from within, patience becomes natural and relentless effort feels purposeful rather than burdensome. Practice mindfulness to stay present during daily work. Focusing fully on the task at hand enhances quality, reduces stress, and maximizes efficiency. Mindfulness reinforces patience by anchoring attention in the present and prevents frustration over delayed outcomes. Being fully engaged in the moment ensures that relentless effort is directed toward meaningful action rather than distracted or scattered activity. Anticipate setbacks as natural components of progress. Understanding that obstacles are temporary prevents discouragement and reinforces the value of patience. Relentless effort means continuing forward despite challenges, learning from difficulties, and adjusting strategies without abandoning goals. Anticipation and preparation reduce the emotional impact of delays and maintain steady momentum. Reinforce discipline through habit formation. Structure daily routines that embed effort into your lifestyle, making consistent action automatic. Habits reduce reliance on fluctuating motivation and sustain relentless pursuit of goals. Over time, these habits reinforce patience by creating a rhythm of continuous, disciplined effort. Commit to long-term perspective in all actions. Focus on the trajectory of growth rather than immediate outcomes. Understanding that lasting achievement requires sustained effort allows you to remain patient, endure delays, and maintain relentless dedication. A long-term view ensures that short-term setbacks do not derail your commitment or diminish the value of your consistent work. Integrate reflection and planning to optimize future action. Use insights gained from daily effort to adjust goals, refine strategies, and enhance productivity. Regular planning coupled with patient execution ensures that relentless effort is efficient, effective, and aligned with meaningful objectives. This process maximizes results over time while reinforcing disciplined persistence. Combine patience and relentlessness to achieve mastery. Patience allows you to endure the time it takes for skill, knowledge, and results to accumulate. Relentless effort ensures that every day contributes meaningfully to growth. Together, they create a powerful dynamic that transforms incremental effort into substantial achievement. Consistently applying this combination develops resilience, focus, and the ability to sustain high performance over the long term. By practicing patience while remaining relentless in daily effort, you create the conditions for meaningful, sustainable progress. Each action, no matter how small, compounds over time. By balancing patience with unwavering commitment, maintaining focus, and embracing incremental improvement, you cultivate the habits, resilience, and discipline required for long-term success. This approach allows you to achieve your goals steadily, overcome obstacles without losing momentum, and transform daily effort into lasting growth, ensuring that every step taken contributes purposefully to your personal and professional development. Chapter 9. Reflect on progress to adjust strategies for better results. True growth depends on conscious awareness of where you are and deliberate action to improve. Without reflection, effort can become repetitive, unfocused, or misdirected, making progress slower than it should be. Reflection is not a passive exercise. It is an active practice of evaluating outcomes, understanding successes, analyzing mistakes, and identifying opportunities for adjustment. It ensures that the work you invest produces meaningful results and allows you to align daily actions with long-term goals. Start by reviewing your achievements regularly. Look at what you intended to accomplish and compare it to what you actually achieved. This step provides clarity about the effectiveness of your current strategies. Celebrate wins, no matter how small, and use them as evidence that your effort produces tangible results. Recognizing success reinforces motivation and validates the methods that work, creating a foundation for continued progress. Equally important is analyzing shortcomings. Mistakes are inevitable, but the key is to understand why they happened and how to prevent them in the future. Ask yourself what actions led to undesired outcomes and which patterns of behavior or thinking contributed. Objectively identifying areas for improvement prevents repeating the same errors and ensures that effort is consistently directed toward meaningful advancement. Track measurable results to inform reflection. Use clear indicators to evaluate progress, such as completed tasks, time spent, skills developed, or milestones reached. Numbers and tangible measures provide concrete feedback that removes ambiguity and allows for precise adjustments. This quantifiable approach strengthens focus and accountability, ensuring that your reflection translates into actionable insights. Adjust strategies based on insights gained from reflection. When a particular approach is not yielding the intended outcome, refine it or replace it with a more effective method. Flexibility in strategy does not indicate weakness, it demonstrates intelligence and adaptability. Recognize that the path to success is rarely linear, and continual improvement requires willingness to evolve and optimize methods. Integrate reflection into your daily routine. Set aside time each day to review your actions, assess effectiveness, and plan adjustments. This habit ensures that learning occurs continuously rather than sporadically. Consistent reflection strengthens self-awareness, improves decision-making, and allows for real-time course correction, which accelerates progress and prevents wasted effort. Consider both immediate and long-term outcomes in your reflection. Evaluate the short-term impact of actions while also examining how they contribute to broader goals. This dual perspective ensures that daily efforts remain aligned with your ultimate objectives and prevents focusing on tasks that are urgent but not meaningful. Balancing short-term and long-term evaluation enhances clarity, prioritization, and strategic thinking. Solicit external feedback to enhance reflection. Others can provide perspectives you might miss and highlight blind spots in your approach. Seek advice from mentors, peers, or professionals who understand your goals and can offer constructive critique. External input complements self-reflection and provides additional tools for refining strategies and improving results. Document reflections to create a record of growth and learning. Writing down insights allows you to track changes, recognize patterns, and maintain a clear understanding of progress over time. Documentation also reinforces memory, accountability, and personal responsibility, providing a reliable reference for future adjustments and decision-making. Evaluate resource allocation as part of reflection. Consider how effectively your time, energy, and attention are invested. Identifying areas where resources are misused allows you to reallocate effort toward high-impact actions. Efficient use of resources amplifies results and reinforces the principle that smart work complements hard work in producing meaningful outcomes. Identify recurring challenges or obstacles through reflection. Recognizing patterns of difficulty allows proactive problem-solving and prevents repeated setbacks. Develop strategies to mitigate or overcome these recurring issues, turning potential weaknesses into strengths. Consistent problem analysis enhances both resilience and strategic thinking. Use reflection to set clearer priorities. Determine which actions produce the greatest results and which are less impactful. Focus future efforts on high-value activities and reduce time spent on low-yield tasks. Prioritization ensures that relentless effort translates into meaningful progress and keeps your work aligned with your most important objectives. Reflect on habits and routines to assess effectiveness. Evaluate which behaviors support progress and which hinder it. Adjust routines to reinforce productive actions and eliminate counterproductive ones. Habits are the building blocks of consistent results, and reflection ensures they are deliberately designed to support growth. Leverage reflection to enhance decision-making. By reviewing past choices and outcomes, you develop a clearer understanding of what works and what does not. This insight improves future decisions, reduces errors, and accelerates achievement. Consistently analyzing outcomes sharpens judgment and strengthens the ability to act decisively with confidence. Incorporate reflection into goal setting. Adjust objectives based on lessons learned to ensure they remain realistic, challenging, and aligned with personal growth. Reflecting on progress and setbacks informs goal refinement, ensuring that targets are not static but evolve to match your development and capabilities. Develop a mindset that views reflection as a tool for empowerment rather than criticism. Self-evaluation should enhance confidence and provide clarity, not induce doubt or hesitation. Approach reflection with honesty and positivity, focusing on actionable insights and solutions. A constructive mindset ensures that reflection strengthens motivation and persistence. Combine reflection with experimentation. Test new methods and ideas based on insights gained from reviewing past outcomes. Use feedback to refine strategies and explore innovative approaches. Experimentation ensures continuous improvement and prevents stagnation, keeping progress dynamic and adaptable. Establish reflection checkpoints at key stages of projects or goals. Review progress at milestones to assess effectiveness, validate strategies, and make necessary adjustments. Regular checkpoints create structure, provide accountability, and ensure alignment between effort and intended outcomes. Use reflection to maintain focus under pressure. When facing distractions, setbacks, or stress, revisiting past lessons and outcomes helps sustain perspective. Reflection reinforces commitment and guides actions towards solutions rather than reactionary behavior. Maintaining focus ensures that effort produces intended results even under challenging conditions. Recognize incremental progress through reflection. Acknowledge that consistent effort produces cumulative results over time. Identifying small achievements reinforces motivation, validates strategies, and highlights areas for continued refinement. Celebrating incremental gains provides energy to persist and enhances the quality of ongoing effort. Reflect on your personal growth beyond immediate goals. Consider how experiences, successes, and challenges contribute to character, resilience, and capability. Personal development enhances effectiveness, enriches experience, and strengthens future performance. This broader perspective ensures that reflection supports holistic growth rather than focusing narrowly on metrics alone. Integrate reflection into planning future actions. Use insights to determine next steps, prioritize tasks, and allocate resources effectively. Informed planning based on reflection ensures that effort remains strategic, efficient, and impactful. Continuous adjustment optimizes progress and maximizes the value of consistent work. Ultimately, reflection is a powerful tool that transforms effort into meaningful progress. By evaluating outcomes, learning from experience, and adjusting strategies accordingly, you create a cycle of improvement that continually enhances performance. Consistent reflection provides clarity, sharpens focus, and strengthens the ability to act decisively, ensuring that your work produces measurable, lasting results. By practicing deliberate reflection on progress, analyzing outcomes, and adjusting strategies, you develop a disciplined approach to growth that maximizes the impact of your daily effort. Reflection turns experience into wisdom, mistakes into lessons, and effort into results. It provides a clear framework for continuous improvement, allowing you to move forward with purpose, confidence, and efficiency, while steadily achieving your goals and refining your methods for lasting success. Chapter 10. Visualize success clearly to guide focused and intentional action. Success begins in the mind long before it appears in reality. To achieve anything meaningful, you must first see it clearly in your imagination and commit to that vision with intention and focus. Visualization is not wishful thinking or idle daydreaming. It is a deliberate mental practice that programs your mind to recognize opportunities, make better decisions, and take consistent action toward what matters most. When you visualize success, you create a blueprint for your actions and set a standard for the level of effort required to achieve your goals. Clarity in your vision strengthens focus, fuels motivation, and aligns your daily choices with your long-term objectives. Start by defining exactly what success looks like for you. Be specific about the outcomes you want, the milestones you aim to reach, and the qualities you wish to embody. Vague goals produce vague results. When your mental image is detailed, you are better able to measure progress and identify actionable steps to move forward. Imagine the scenario in vivid detail, including the environment, the people involved, and the emotions you will experience. The more tangible the visualization, the more real it becomes in your mind and the more power it holds over your actions. Combine visualization with emotional intensity. Picture yourself achieving your goals and immerse yourself in the feelings that come with accomplishment. Feel the pride, satisfaction, and confidence as if it is happening right now. Emotion strengthens the mental image, engages your subconscious, and creates a deep internal motivation that propels consistent action. Your brain cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and reality. By feeling success as you visualize it, you are training your mind to behave in ways that support that reality. Use visualization to anticipate challenges and prepare responses. Picture the obstacles you might face, the setbacks that could occur, and the decisions you will need to make. Mentally rehearse how you will handle each situation with calmness, resilience, and focus. This practice increases confidence, reduces fear, and improves your ability to respond under pressure. You are not only seeing success, but also building a mental roadmap that guides practical action when challenges arise. Visualize the specific actions required to reach your goals. It is not enough to see the end result. You must also imagine the steps, routines, and behaviors that will get you there. Picture yourself executing tasks efficiently, making smart decisions, and maintaining discipline even when motivation fluctuates. Detailed visualization of actions reinforces habits, strengthens focus, and ensures that your daily effort aligns with your ultimate objectives. Create a daily visualization routine. Dedicate time each day to mentally rehearse your goals and the life you want to build. Consistency reinforces neural pathways in your brain, making focused action more natural and automatic. Use this practice to review progress, adjust strategies, and reaffirm your commitment to your vision. Daily visualization is a form of mental training that enhances clarity, energy, and discipline. Incorporate all senses in your visualization. See the environment, hear the sounds, feel physical sensations, and even imagine the tastes or smells associated with achieving your goals. Engaging multiple senses creates a more complete and convincing mental experience, strengthening belief and internal motivation. The more real it feels in your mind, the more it influences behavior and decision-making in the real world. Pair visualization with written goals. Write down what you see in your mind and include specific steps, deadlines, and measures of success. Written clarity complements mental imagery, making your objectives more concrete and actionable. Reviewing written goals alongside visualization reinforces focus, ensures alignment with long-term plans, and provides a record of progress that keeps you accountable. Use visualization to cultivate confidence. Seeing yourself succeed in detail and feeling the associated emotions builds a sense of competence and readiness. Confidence is not born solely from experience. It can be developed by rehearsing success mentally. By believing in your ability to execute and overcome challenges, you reduce hesitation, strengthen resilience, and maintain consistent momentum toward your goals. Visualize both short-term wins and long-term achievements. Focusing on immediate milestones creates motivation and a sense of accomplishment, while keeping the larger vision in mind ensures direction and purpose. The combination of short-term and long-term visualization maintains engagement, fuels perseverance, and prevents distraction by keeping your mind centered on what truly matters. Integrate visualization with action planning. After mentally rehearsing success, identify the next tangible steps you can take immediately. Translate mental images into real-world behaviors, creating a bridge between imagination and execution. Visualization without action is ineffective. Action guided by a clear mental image produces measurable results and builds confidence in your ability to achieve goals. Use visualization to reinforce problem-solving skills. Mentally simulate potential difficulties, decision points, and critical choices. Consider multiple scenarios and rehearse your responses. By preparing in your mind, you reduce uncertainty, improve judgment, and increase your ability to act decisively in real-life situations. Visualization becomes a tool for foresight, enhancing adaptability and strategic thinking. Maintain a positive focus in visualization. Concentrate on what you want to create rather than obstacles or negative outcomes. Focusing on success directs attention, energy, and effort towards solutions, opportunities, and productive behavior. Positive visualization strengthens commitment and reduces self-doubt, ensuring mental energy supports constructive action. Visualize yourself maintaining discipline consistently. Success is rarely spontaneous. Picture yourself adhering to routines, prioritizing high-value activities, and sustaining effort even during challenges. Mental rehearsal of discipline reinforces habit formation, strengthens willpower, and ensures that focus persists over time. When you see yourself acting with discipline, it becomes easier to replicate in real life. Revisit and refine your visualization regularly. As goals evolve or progress is made, update your mental imagery to reflect new objectives and current realities. Regular adjustment ensures relevance, sharpens focus, and maintains motivation. Your vision must evolve alongside your growth to remain an effective guide for action. Combine visualization with affirmation. Speak or write statements that reinforce belief in your ability to achieve your vision. Affirmations strengthen mental imagery, boost confidence, and embed a sense of purpose into daily actions. Use affirmations to solidify commitment and maintain clarity in pursuit of success. Visualize interactions and relationships necessary for success. Consider the people you need to collaborate with, mentors who can guide you, and networks that support your goals. Mentally rehearsing these interactions prepares you for effective communication, builds social confidence, and ensures you act with purpose in relationships that matter. Leverage visualization for emotional resilience. Picture yourself handling setbacks calmly, learning from failure, and persisting without discouragement. By rehearsing emotional stability, you strengthen your ability to remain composed under pressure and maintain focus on solutions. Emotional preparation through visualization reduces stress and improves consistency in performance. Visualize the impact of success on your life and others. Consider how achieving your goals will influence your personal growth, career, relationships, and contributions. Understanding the broader significance reinforces commitment and motivates sustained effort. Connecting mental imagery to meaningful outcomes deepens purpose and inspires action beyond superficial rewards. Finally, take consistent action guided by visualization. Seeing success clearly is only effective if it drives deliberate and focused behavior. Use your mental images to inform daily choices, set priorities, and execute tasks with intention. Align thoughts, emotions, and actions toward the vision you have created, and you will convert imagination into measurable achievement. By practicing daily visualization with clarity, emotion, and attention to detail, you train your mind to guide action intentionally. This mental discipline enhances focus, reinforces productive habits, and ensures that your effort consistently supports your goals. Visualization is not a replacement for work, but a powerful tool that amplifies the effectiveness of every action. When combined with consistent execution, it transforms aspirations into tangible results, allowing you to achieve success with purpose, confidence, and precision. Your mind becomes a constant guide, directing attention to what matters most, preparing you for challenges, reinforcing discipline, and keeping your energy aligned with your highest objectives. Visualizing success clearly is a daily exercise in mental strength, clarity, and strategic thinking that empowers you to act decisively, remain focused, and make meaningful progress every single day. To achieve excellence and maintain high productivity, you must learn to focus on one task at a time. Multitasking may seem efficient, but it fragments attention, reduces mental clarity, and diminishes the quality of your work. When the mind is divided between multiple tasks, it cannot operate at full capacity, and the smallest details are often overlooked. Limiting multitasking allows you to give your full attention to each activity, ensuring precision, efficiency, and faster completion. Focused work reduces mistakes, accelerates learning, and deepens understanding, while scattered effort produces mediocre results. Start by identifying the tasks that truly require your attention today. List them in order of importance and allocate dedicated time blocks for each. Avoid jumping between tasks or responding to interruptions immediately. Train yourself to remain fully engaged with the task at hand until it reaches a logical pause point or completion. By committing your full mental energy, you will notice a significant improvement in output quality and speed. Set boundaries around your work environment to support focused attention. Turn off notifications, silence your phone, and minimize unnecessary distractions on your computer or workspace. Create a controlled environment that encourages sustained concentration. Even short interruptions disrupt mental flow and reduce productivity more than you might expect. Structuring your space for focus reinforces the habit of single tasking and protects your energy. Use techniques like time blocking or the Pomodoro method to create periods of undisturbed focus. Allocate a set period to work on one task and commit to it fully. Take a short break before moving to the next task. This structured approach trains the mind to stay attentive and prevents burnout. Practice prioritization to determine which tasks deserve your complete attention first. Not all tasks carry equal weight. Identify high-impact activities that contribute directly to your goals and tackle them without distraction. Lower priority items can be scheduled later or delegated. Focusing on meaningful work ensures that your time and energy are invested in actions that produce measurable results. Observe your own work patterns to recognize when attention drifts. Self-awareness is key to limiting multitasking. When you notice your mind wandering or shifting between tasks, unconsciously pause and refocus. Consistently correcting attention lapses trains the brain to sustain concentration for longer periods and reduces the habitual pull toward distractions. Develop habits that reinforce single tasking. Start each day with a clear plan and eliminate unnecessary commitments that fragment focus. Establish routines that prioritize deep work and dedicate uninterrupted blocks for critical projects. Over time, the mind adapts to sustained attention and multitasking becomes unnecessary. Clear boundaries and structured habits transform productivity from sporadic effort into consistent achievement. Be mindful of digital distractions that encourage multitasking. Social media, emails, and messaging apps constantly pull attention away from important work. Schedule specific times to check communications and resist the urge to respond immediately. Use tools and settings to minimize notifications and maintain control over your focus. Protecting attention in the digital age is essential for sustained efficiency and mental clarity. Leverage the power of monotasking to enhance creativity and problem solving. Concentrated focus allows deeper analysis and more innovative solutions than a scattered approach. When attention is divided, creativity suffers because the mind cannot fully explore possibilities or make connections between ideas. Single tasking nurtures insight and produces work that reflects thoughtfulness and intentionality. Monitor progress by tracking the outcomes of focused work sessions. Notice improvements in speed, accuracy, and satisfaction when you limit multitasking. Recognize the difference between scattered effort and concentrated effort. Reinforcing the benefits of focused work strengthens commitment and motivates continued single tasking. Evidence of improved performance solidifies the habit and encourages consistency over time. Use mental rehearsal to strengthen attention. Before starting a task, visualize completing it successfully without interruption. Imagine the steps required and the level of focus you will maintain. Mental preparation primes the brain for concentration and reinforces the habit of giving full attention to one activity at a time. This practice creates a mental environment conducive to efficiency and clarity. Integrate short breaks to sustain attention over longer periods. Even with single tasking, fatigue can reduce mental sharpness. Step away briefly to refresh the mind and body. Return to the task with renewed energy and focus. Structured breaks prevent burnout and maintain consistent productivity without reverting to multitasking. Educate those around you about your focus priorities. Communicate your need for uninterrupted work to colleagues, family, or team members. Setting expectations reduces unnecessary interruptions and supports the environment required for sustained attention. Social support reinforces disciplined focus and protects your mental energy from being divided. Practice self-compassion when the mind drifts. Awareness of distraction is the first step in regaining control. Gently return focus without judgment and continue the task at hand. Regularly retraining the mind strengthens resilience against habitual multitasking and improves overall efficiency. Patience with yourself encourages consistency and long-term improvement. Combine focused work with clear objectives for each session. Knowing exactly what you aim to achieve reduces hesitation and wandering attention. Set measurable outcomes before beginning to concentrate effort on achieving those results. Purposeful focus ensures energy is directed toward meaningful and productive work rather than random activity. Evaluate your energy levels throughout the day and schedule demanding tasks during peak focus periods. Aligning task difficulty with natural attention capacity prevents the mind from attempting multitasking as a coping mechanism for fatigue. Working strategically with energy cycles maximizes efficiency and reduces cognitive overload. Reinforce the habit of completing one task before starting another. Each finished task builds momentum and confidence in your ability to sustain attention. Avoid opening multiple projects simultaneously, as unfinished work fragments the mind and invites distraction. Discipline in sequencing tasks strengthens both productivity and mental clarity. Use reflective practice to assess the effectiveness of your focused work sessions. Identify patterns that increase or decrease attention and adjust routines accordingly. Continuous refinement of strategies ensures that time and energy are consistently directed toward high-value activities, reinforcing the benefits of limiting multitasking. Finally, cultivate a mindset that values depth over quantity. True efficiency comes from fully engaging with a single task and producing superior results rather than attempting to do many things at once. Prioritize quality, intentional action, and sustained attention. Limiting multitasking is not about doing less, it is about achieving more through concentrated, deliberate effort. By consistently applying these principles, you train the mind to operate at its highest capacity. Attention becomes sharper, decisions become clearer, and work is completed more efficiently. Limiting multitasking is a skill that enhances every aspect of productivity, allowing you to achieve more with less effort, maintain energy throughout the day, and produce results that reflect focused, intentional action. Chapter 12. Build resilience to overcome setbacks without losing concentration. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly and maintain focus even when challenges arise or setbacks occur. Life is full of obstacles and unexpected difficulties, and the difference between success and stagnation often comes down to how well you handle these interruptions. Building resilience is not about avoiding problems, but about strengthening your ability to stay concentrated and effective despite them. When you cultivate resilience, your mind learns to navigate adversity without losing direction or momentum. Start by accepting that setbacks are part of growth. Every plan encounters obstacles, and no path toward meaningful progress is free of difficulty. When you face a challenge, observe it without judgment and analyze what caused it. Reflecting on setbacks allows you to see them as opportunities for improvement rather than failures. By reframing your perspective, you prevent frustration from dominating your focus. Develop emotional regulation to maintain calm under pressure. Stress and disappointment can easily scatter attention and reduce efficiency. Practice breathing exercises, pause before reacting, and consciously center your mind on the task at hand. Over time, these practices help you respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively, preserving clarity and concentration. Strengthen mental endurance through consistent practice. Engage in tasks that require sustained attention and gradually increase difficulty. Each completed challenge trains your mind to remain steady under pressure. Gradual exposure to demanding situations builds confidence and reduces the likelihood of distraction when real obstacles appear. Create structured routines that support resilience. Having a predictable schedule allows you to maintain focus even during turbulent periods. When challenges arise, returning to familiar, disciplined patterns anchors your mind and prevents it from wandering. Daily routines reinforce consistency and make it easier to stay on course when setbacks attempt to derail progress. Set clear, achievable goals and break larger tasks into manageable steps. Small, deliberate actions prevent overwhelm and provide tangible progress, even in difficult situations. When the mind sees steady advancement, confidence grows and resilience strengthens. Recognizing incremental successes helps you maintain focus and momentum when facing larger obstacles. Practice reframing negative experiences into constructive lessons. Every setback contains information that can guide future actions. Identify what went wrong, determine what can be learned, and adjust your strategy accordingly. By approaching challenges analytically rather than emotionally, you preserve attention and prevent frustration from interfering with your work. Develop a strong support system to reinforce resilience. Surround yourself with individuals who encourage focus and growth. Mentors, peers, or colleagues who offer perspective and guidance help you navigate challenges without losing direction. External support complements internal discipline and strengthens your capacity to stay concentrated during adversity. Strengthen problem-solving skills to reduce distraction from difficulties. When a setback occurs, break it down logically, identify potential solutions, and take decisive action. A systematic approach prevents emotional overwhelm and allows your mind to remain focused on effective strategies rather than being consumed by frustration. Build physical stamina to support mental resilience. Adequate sleep, nutrition, and regular exercise enhance energy levels, cognitive function, and emotional stability. When your body is well maintained, the mind can handle stress more effectively, enabling sustained focus even in challenging circumstances. Maintain perspective by separating what you can control from what you cannot. Wasting energy on uncontrollable factors scatters attention and reduces efficiency. Focus on actionable elements where your effort can produce meaningful results. Accepting what lies outside your influence frees mental space for concentrated, productive action. Use reflective journaling to process setbacks constructively. Writing about challenges and your responses helps clarify thought patterns, reveals areas for growth, and reinforces a resilient mindset. Reflection transforms experiences into actionable insight, enhancing both concentration and problem-solving abilities. Develop adaptability to respond effectively when circumstances change. Rigid thinking increases stress and disrupts focus when events do not unfold as planned. Cultivate flexibility by considering multiple approaches and adjusting strategies dynamically. Adaptability ensures your attention remains directed at meaningful action rather than being derailed by unexpected changes. Practice mindfulness to remain present during adversity. Focusing on the current moment prevents past mistakes or future worries from dominating your attention. Mindful awareness stabilizes emotions, clarifies thinking, and preserves mental energy for productive effort. Regular mindfulness exercises strengthen this skill and make it easier to maintain focus under pressure. Set resilience-building challenges intentionally. Periodically place yourself in situations that push comfort limits and require concentration despite difficulty. These controlled challenges train your mind to remain composed, attentive, and effective when unplanned setbacks arise in daily life. Consistent exposure strengthens mental endurance and reinforces disciplined focus. Reinforce positive self-talk to sustain motivation. Internal dialogue influences attention and determination. Replace discouraging thoughts with affirmations of capability, persistence, and adaptability. A confident internal narrative enhances resilience and prevents distractions caused by self-doubt or fear. Establish contingency plans to mitigate the impact of obstacles. Anticipating potential challenges and preparing responses in advance reduces stress and preserves focus when problems occur. Knowing that a plan exists allows you to act decisively rather than react emotionally, maintaining concentration and efficiency. Monitor energy and attention levels throughout the day. Recognize when fatigue or stress threatens to reduce focus and apply restorative strategies such as brief breaks, hydration, or breathing exercises. Sustaining optimal mental performance requires awareness and proactive management of internal resources. Celebrate resilience milestones to reinforce disciplined effort. Recognizing your ability to overcome setbacks strengthens confidence and motivation. Each successfully navigated challenge reinforces the belief that you can maintain focus regardless of obstacles, creating a positive feedback loop that encourages continued growth. Integrate visualization techniques to mentally rehearse responding to setbacks effectively. Imagine encountering difficulties and navigating them calmly with full attention and strategic action. Mental rehearsal strengthens neural pathways for resilience, enabling smoother and more focused responses in real situations. Commit to continuous improvement by learning from every challenge. Each setback is an opportunity to refine strategies, strengthen attention, and enhance problem-solving skills. By consistently extracting lessons and applying them, you build a durable capacity to stay focused, productive, and composed in any situation. By incorporating these practices, you develop resilience that preserves focus even in the face of adversity. Your mind learns to remain steady, disciplined, and attentive, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. Consistent application of these principles ensures that challenges no longer derail progress, but instead become instruments that reinforce concentration, determination, and the ability to achieve meaningful results. Through intentional practice, reflection, and disciplined action, resilience becomes a natural aspect of your daily mindset. You gain the ability to maintain unwavering focus, recover quickly from setbacks, and continue pursuing your goals with clarity and energy. This skill transforms the way you handle challenges, allowing consistent progress, deeper learning, and lasting success. Chapter 13. Use time intentionally to create consistent forward momentum daily. Time is the one resource that cannot be regained once it is lost, and how it is used determines the trajectory of every life. Each day provides a fixed amount of hours, and the way you structure them directly impacts your progress, growth, and sense of accomplishment. Using time intentionally is not just about productivity, it is about creating momentum that consistently moves you forward, turning small daily actions into significant long-term achievements. By learning to direct your focus and energy purposefully, you transform time from a passive measure into a powerful tool for personal advancement. Begin by understanding where your time currently goes. Track your daily activities honestly and without judgment. Many hours are lost in routines, distractions, or low-value tasks that provide little return. Identifying these patterns is the first step toward intentional use. When you see clearly how your time is spent, it becomes easier to decide which activities deserve priority and which can be minimized or eliminated. Once you have a clear picture of your daily patterns, define specific goals for each day. These goals should not be vague or abstract. They must be concrete actions that contribute directly to meaningful outcomes. Breaking down larger objectives into daily tasks ensures that your energy is consistently channeled toward progress. Every task completed with intention adds to forward momentum, building a sense of achievement and reinforcing disciplined behavior. Prioritization is essential when using time intentionally. Not all tasks carry equal weight, and dedicating hours to low-impact activities erodes your ability to progress meaningfully. Focus on actions that yield measurable results and directly align with your larger goals. By concentrating on what matters most, you reduce wasted effort and maximize the impact of each moment, transforming ordinary routines into structured steps toward success. Establish structured time blocks to maintain focus and energy. Allocate specific periods for high-priority tasks, uninterrupted work, and deep thinking. Protect these blocks rigorously, minimizing interruptions and resisting the temptation to multitask. When your mind can engage fully with one task at a time, quality improves and forward movement becomes tangible. Consistent focus reinforces habit formation and ensures that progress accumulates steadily. Incorporate breaks strategically to preserve energy and maintain clarity. Intentional use of time does not mean relentless work without pause. It means balancing periods of concentrated effort with moments of rest that restore mental acuity. Short breaks can prevent fatigue, reduce errors, and sustain momentum throughout the day. Approach these intervals with purpose, using them to reset your focus and return to work with renewed energy. Plan proactively rather than reactively. Time slips away quickly when you respond only to external demands and distractions. By setting your agenda, you control the direction of your day rather than allowing circumstances to dictate it. Preparing in advance, reviewing priorities, and anticipating challenges enables smooth execution and ensures that every hour contributes to your objectives. Use tools that enhance intentional time management. Calendars, task lists, and reminders are not crutches. They are instruments to keep your focus aligned with your goals. Record tasks, track progress, and review completion consistently. These tools create accountability and provide clarity, preventing time from being squandered on unclear or unimportant actions. Consistent review ensures that momentum remains forward-oriented. Guard your time fiercely against unnecessary interruptions. Every distraction, whether digital notifications, casual social interactions, or idle thoughts, diverts energy from productive action. Create an environment that supports focus, silence notifications, organize workspaces, and establish boundaries with others. Intentional management of external factors preserves mental energy and ensures that your time is spent on meaningful pursuits. Develop the habit of starting each day with clear intentions. Begin by defining the most important tasks and visualizing their completion. This practice sets a purposeful tone, orienting your mind toward deliberate action rather than reactive behavior. When you approach each morning with clarity, you create momentum that carries through the entire day, making progress predictable and consistent. Reflect daily on time usage and outcomes. Evaluate what was accomplished, where energy was lost, and which tasks propelled you closer to your objectives. Honest reflection allows adjustment and refinement of habits, ensuring that each new day is more efficient and effective than the last. Continuous assessment transforms ordinary time into a feedback mechanism for improvement. Balance urgency with patience. Using time intentionally does not mean rushing every moment. It means applying consistent effort toward meaningful objectives. Recognize that progress compounds slowly through repeated, deliberate action. Each focused hour contributes to cumulative achievement, and patience in execution sustains momentum even when immediate results are not visible. Cultivate self-discipline to maintain time integrity. The most precise planning is ineffective without the internal control to follow through. Commit to completing each scheduled task fully and resist the impulse to procrastinate or delay. Discipline reinforces habit, and habits create reliable forward momentum that requires less conscious effort over time. Align daily actions with long-term goals. Intentional use of time is most powerful when every task, no matter how small, connects to a larger vision. Understanding the purpose behind your work provides clarity, motivation, and resilience. When tasks are meaningful, focus becomes effortless, and the momentum generated is both steady and sustainable. Incorporate reflection into moments of pause to reinforce learning. Each completed task or milestone provides insight into efficiency, approach, and effectiveness. By taking time to analyze how well time was used, you refine strategies, avoid repeating mistakes, and enhance the value of future actions. Reflection ensures that time not only moves forward, but improves in quality continuously. Practice saying no to low-value demands. Time is finite, and dedicating it to inconsequential matters undermines forward momentum. Learn to evaluate requests and opportunities critically, only committing to those that advance goals meaningfully. This selective approach protects focus and ensures energy is invested where it produces results. Use intention to overcome procrastination. Recognize the triggers that lead to delay and consciously redirect attention to productive activity. Small, immediate steps taken deliberately break inertia and create visible progress. Consistent action builds confidence, reinforces momentum, and reduces the tendency to waste time in hesitation. Integrate routines that support sustained focus. Consistent habits, such as starting work at the same time, using set preparation rituals, and ending with review, strengthen the ability to use time effectively. Repetition builds mental readiness, making it easier to engage fully with each task and maintain consistent momentum. Leverage the power of single tasking over multitasking. Attempting to divide attention between multiple tasks reduces efficiency and focus. Concentrate on one action at a time, complete it fully, and then move to the next. Focused execution ensures higher quality outcomes and creates a sense of accomplishment that fuels further intentional action. Visualize the outcome of focused time usage. Envisioning completed tasks and the progress they generate motivates deliberate engagement. Clear mental pictures of results reinforce the importance of each moment and make it easier to resist distractions. Visualization aligns effort with purpose and strengthens momentum toward goals. Commit to incremental improvement in time usage daily. Every day presents an opportunity to refine habits, enhance efficiency, and increase focus. Small, consistent adjustments in how time is managed produce significant cumulative effects. Intentional daily effort ensures progress becomes predictable, measurable, and sustainable. Integrate moments for strategic thinking within daily schedules. Not every moment should be spent on reactive tasks. Allocate periods to evaluate direction, adjust strategies, and optimize future actions. Strategic reflection ensures that momentum is not merely constant, but intelligent, directed, and effective. Recognize the connection between energy levels and time efficiency. Optimal use of time requires managing both mental and physical energy. Schedule demanding tasks when focus is highest, and reserve less intensive activities for lower energy periods. This alignment preserves productivity and ensures forward momentum is maintained consistently. Practice gratitude for productive time usage. Acknowledging the impact of focused hours strengthens motivation, reinforces intentional behavior, and cultivates a positive mindset. Recognizing progress daily encourages sustained effort and the development of disciplined, consistent habits. Commit fully to living each day with intention. When every hour is approached deliberately, forward momentum becomes inevitable. Repeated, focused actions compound, creating lasting progress and ensuring that your time contributes meaningfully to personal growth and long-term success. By using time intentionally, each day becomes an opportunity to move steadily toward goals. Purposeful planning, disciplined action, consistent reflection, and strategic energy management create a rhythm of progress. Over time, these practices transform ordinary routines into a structured path toward achievement. Forward momentum is built daily through deliberate effort, and with consistent commitment, your life moves predictably toward meaningful results, growth, and success. Chapter 14. Strengthen decision-making skills to act quickly and confidently. Decision-making is the cornerstone of personal and professional growth, and the ability to make choices quickly and confidently separates those who move forward from those who remain stagnant. Every day presents countless moments where decisions shape outcomes, influence progress, and define character. Strengthening decision-making is not about rushing impulsively or acting without thought. It is about developing a disciplined mindset that allows you to evaluate options clearly, trust your judgment, and act decisively when it matters most. By honing this skill, you reduce hesitation, increase efficiency, and create momentum that consistently drives progress. Begin by understanding the importance of clarity in decision-making. Confusion or uncertainty often leads to procrastination, wasted time and missed opportunities. To act with confidence, it is essential to gather relevant information, identify priorities, and define the purpose behind each choice. Take the time to outline your goals and the potential impact of each option, but avoid overanalyzing to the point of indecision. Clear reasoning forms the foundation of confident action. Next, practice evaluating risks and benefits efficiently. Every decision carries potential gains and losses, and recognizing these allows you to weigh options objectively. Focus on the most impactful factors rather than getting lost in minor details. Consider both short-term and long-term consequences and align choices with your broader goals. This approach ensures that each decision contributes meaningfully to growth while minimizing unnecessary setbacks. Develop a routine of small daily decisions to build decisiveness. Start with low-stakes choices, such as prioritizing tasks or selecting methods for completing work, and gradually progress to more significant decisions. Regular practice trains your mind to weigh options quickly, assess outcomes, and commit to a course of action. Over time, this builds confidence, reduces hesitation, and strengthens your ability to act under pressure. Trusting your instincts is an essential aspect of quick decision-making. While information and analysis are important, intuition plays a vital role in recognizing patterns, evaluating situations, and responding effectively. Learn to distinguish between fear-driven hesitation and genuine caution. By listening to reasoned intuition, you develop the ability to make timely decisions without unnecessary delay, balancing speed with accuracy. Minimize distractions that impede clarity. Mental clutter, external interruptions, and emotional turbulence can all cloud judgment and delay action. Create an environment that supports focused thinking, eliminate unnecessary noise, and maintain mental discipline. When the mind is clear, decisions become easier, and confidence grows naturally as the path forward becomes visible. Adopt a principle of commitment once a decision is made. Indecision often leads to repeated questioning and second-guessing, which erodes confidence and slows progress. After evaluating options and choosing a course of action, commit fully to execution. Focus energy on implementation rather than returning repeatedly to reconsider the choice. This builds momentum and reinforces trust in your own judgment. Learn from past decisions to enhance future choices. Reflection is critical for understanding what worked, what did not, and why certain outcomes occurred. Analyze successes and mistakes objectively, extracting lessons without self-criticism or blame. Over time, these insights sharpen your decision-making skills, allowing you to act more quickly and confidently with each new situation. Develop a structured approach to complex decisions. Break large or multifaceted choices into smaller components. Evaluate each independently, and then integrate findings into a cohesive conclusion. This method reduces overwhelm and provides a logical path forward, making even challenging decisions manageable. Structured thinking reduces stress and enhances confidence, ensuring action is deliberate rather than reactive. Practice setting deadlines for decisions. Time pressure is a natural element in life, and cultivating the ability to act within constraints is essential. Assign realistic time limits for evaluating options and commit to making a choice once the deadline arrives. This habit prevents procrastination, reinforces decisiveness, and teaches the mind to operate efficiently under constraints. Cultivate emotional resilience to avoid reactive decisions. Stress, frustration, and fear can lead to hasty or poorly considered choices. Develop awareness of emotional states, pause to regain composure when necessary, and ensure decisions are grounded in reason rather than impulse. Emotional control strengthens confidence and allows for consistent, thoughtful action. Seek feedback selectively to improve decision-making without overcomplicating the process. Trusted perspectives can provide valuable insights, identify blind spots, and suggest alternatives. However, avoid excessive consultation that leads to dependency or diluted judgment. Integrate external input intelligently while maintaining ownership of your choices. Focus on alignment between decisions and long-term goals. Quick action is ineffective if it diverges from overarching objectives. Ensure each choice contributes to meaningful progress, supports personal values, and advances desired outcomes. Purpose-driven decisions generate confidence naturally because the rationale is rooted in clarity and intention. Develop mental exercises to simulate decision-making under pressure. Scenario planning, role-playing, and visualization techniques allow practice in a controlled environment, strengthening the ability to respond decisively in real situations. Repeated exposure to simulated challenges builds mental agility, reduces fear of mistakes, and reinforces quick, confident action. Build a habit of accepting uncertainty as a natural part of decision-making. No choice is without risk, and waiting for perfect information leads to stagnation. Embrace calculated risk-taking and understand that mistakes are opportunities for learning. Confidence grows when you recognize that imperfect decisions executed promptly are often more effective than delayed perfection. Prioritize decisions that generate the most meaningful impact. Not every choice requires equal attention or time. Identify high-leverage decisions that significantly affect outcomes and devote focused energy to them. Delegating or minimizing low-impact choices prevents mental exhaustion and preserves focus for what truly matters. Develop a feedback loop to reinforce learning and accountability. After decisions are implemented, monitor results, analyze effectiveness, and adjust strategies as necessary. This iterative process strengthens judgment, builds confidence, and ensures that future decisions are increasingly informed and precise. Practice decisiveness in personal and professional contexts consistently. Applying decision-making skills broadly reinforces habit formation and adaptability. Confidence gained in smaller daily choices translates to greater ease in high-stakes situations. Repeated practice builds a mental muscle for action, creating a natural rhythm of informed and swift decision-making. Integrate reflection with gratitude for lessons learned from decisions. Recognizing growth from both successes and failures reinforces the value of deliberate action. Gratitude shifts focus from fear of error to appreciation of progress, strengthening resilience and the ability to make future choices with confidence. Adopt routines that support decision efficiency. Regularly reviewing priorities, maintaining organized information, and setting aside time for strategic thinking ensures that decisions are informed and timely. Structured habits reduce cognitive load, allowing focus on essential factors and improving speed and accuracy. Emphasize simplicity in choices when possible. Overcomplicating decisions introduces unnecessary stress and delays action. Focus on key criteria, eliminate extraneous variables, and evaluate options with clarity. Simple frameworks enable faster understanding and facilitate confident action. Use accountability to reinforce commitment to decisions. Sharing intentions with trusted peers, mentors, or teams creates external reinforcement for action. Accountability enhances focus, reduces hesitation, and encourages consistent follow-through, strengthening both speed and confidence in decision-making. Commit fully to the principle of acting decisively. The mind gains strength through repeated practice of confident action. Each decision executed with clarity and determination reinforces the habit of deliberate, timely choices. Over time, decisive action becomes instinctive, ensuring continuous personal growth and effective momentum in all areas of life. By developing strong decision-making skills, life becomes less reactive and more directed. Confidence, clarity, and consistency emerge naturally as each choice is approached deliberately and executed with commitment. Swift, informed, and purposeful decisions create a rhythm of progress that compounds over time. Mastery of decision-making transforms obstacles into opportunities, hesitation into action, and potential into realized achievement, empowering you to advance every day toward your goals with clarity, strength, and unwavering confidence. Chapter 15. Practice mindfulness to stay present and aware in every moment. Mindfulness is the foundation for clarity, focus, and meaningful action in every area of life. Practicing mindfulness allows you to stay fully present, respond deliberately, and notice details that are often overlooked when the mind wanders. Each moment carries opportunities to learn, grow, and act with intention, but only if you are truly aware of what is happening around and within you. Developing this habit strengthens your ability to concentrate, reduces stress, and enhances the quality of every choice you make, turning ordinary actions into purposeful steps toward personal growth. Mindfulness is not a passive state, it is an active practice that requires attention, discipline, and consistency. The more you train your mind to remain in the present, the more control you gain over your reactions, emotions, and decisions, creating a life of intention rather than habit-driven distraction. Start by observing your breath. Breathing is a simple yet powerful anchor for awareness. Focusing on each inhale and exhale helps stabilize the mind and directs attention to the current moment. When thoughts drift, acknowledge them without judgment and return focus gently to your breath. This repetitive exercise trains your brain to notice distractions and refocus, strengthening mental discipline over time. Begin with a few minutes each day and gradually extend the duration, allowing yourself to experience the calm, steady rhythm of present moment awareness. Next, practice mindful observation during daily tasks. Whether walking, eating, or performing work, engage fully with the experience. Notice textures, colors, sounds, and sensations that are often overlooked. Paying attention to simple details trains the brain to stay present, reduces mindless wandering, and fosters a deeper connection to your surroundings. The practice transforms routine actions into moments of deliberate engagement, improving productivity and emotional stability simultaneously. Incorporate mindful listening in interactions with others. Give your full attention to conversations, observing words, tone, and body language without preparing your response in advance. This cultivates patience, empathy, and understanding while reducing reactive behavior. Mindful listening also improves decision-making by allowing more accurate assessment of information and stronger relationships built on genuine engagement. Embrace awareness of internal states. Regularly check in with your thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations. Recognize feelings without judgment or suppression. Understanding your internal landscape enhances emotional intelligence and prevents unconscious reactions that disrupt focus or relationships. When you observe without acting impulsively, you create space to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively, strengthening resilience and self-control. Use mindfulness to identify distractions quickly. Noticing when your mind drifts or when external stimuli capture your attention allows for prompt redirection. By acknowledging distractions without frustration, you prevent them from consuming mental energy and maintain sustained focus on the task at hand. Over time, this increases productivity and fosters a sense of mastery over your attention. Develop a daily routine of mindfulness practice. Set aside specific times to engage in meditation, mindful walking, or focused observation, Consistency builds neural pathways that enhance sustained attention, reduce stress, and improve decision-making. The routine becomes a foundation for cultivating presence, ensuring that mindfulness is not intermittent but a permanent part of how you approach life. Integrate mindfulness with goal setting. When planning your day or long-term objectives, stay fully present with each decision and its potential consequences. Reflect on your intentions clearly, notice potential obstacles, and visualize executing tasks with full awareness. This prevents rushed, unfocused action and ensures that every step aligns with your purpose. Mindfulness turns planning into a deliberate, conscious process rather than a mechanical or distracted exercise. Practice mindfulness in moments of stress or challenge. When confronted with difficulty, pause to observe your thoughts and emotions. Acknowledge anxiety, frustration, or fear without letting them dictate your actions. Remaining present allows you to respond with clarity, assess options objectively, and choose the most constructive course. Stressful situations become opportunities to reinforce presence and resilience rather than triggers for impulsive behavior. Cultivate gratitude through mindfulness. Regularly observing the present moment can heighten awareness of the positive elements in life, both big and small. Recognizing and appreciating these elements strengthens mental well-being and reinforces motivation. Gratitude grounded in presence encourages consistent reflection, helping you stay centered and emotionally balanced even in challenging circumstances. Mindfulness also improves self-awareness and self-discipline. Being fully present allows you to notice patterns in your behavior, identify habits that hinder growth, and intervene consciously. With this heightened awareness, you can make intentional adjustments rather than relying on autopilot routines. Every choice becomes deliberate, empowering you to align actions with values and goals consistently. Practice mindful decision-making. Before acting, pause to consider the present circumstances fully. Evaluate options based on clear observation and reasoning rather than reaction or habit. This deliberate approach ensures that decisions are grounded in reality, reduces mistakes, and fosters confidence. Mindfulness strengthens judgment by integrating awareness with action. Incorporate mindfulness in movement and exercise. Engage fully with each motion, noticing muscle engagement, balance, and breath. This enhances physical awareness, reduces the risk of injury, and creates a deeper connection between body and mind. Movement becomes a practice of presence, reinforcing attention and discipline simultaneously. Apply mindfulness to digital interactions. Technology often fragments attention, creating mental fatigue and distraction. Before engaging online, take a moment to center yourself. Focus intentionally on the task, whether reading, responding, or creating. Avoid mindless scrolling and multitasking. Mindful technology use preserves energy and strengthens the ability to concentrate on meaningful activities. Encourage reflection at the end of each day. Observe how attentively you lived through the day, noting moments of full engagement and times when you drifted. Identify patterns that disrupt presence and create strategies to enhance awareness tomorrow. Regular reflection reinforces mindfulness, making it an integral part of life rather than a sporadic exercise. Train the mind to accept the flow of experience without resistance. Not every moment will be perfectly controlled, and challenges will arise unexpectedly. Mindfulness teaches you to stay aware without reacting impulsively or becoming overwhelmed. Acceptance fosters emotional stability, allowing you to maintain focus and composure through varying circumstances. Combine mindfulness with breath-focused breaks throughout the day. Short pauses to observe breathing and bodily sensations refresh attention and reset mental energy. These brief interludes prevent fatigue, restore clarity, and reinforce present-moment awareness. They create micro-moments of focus that accumulate into sustained mental discipline. Mindfulness strengthens creativity and problem-solving. Fully attending to the present enhances observation, recognition of patterns, and clarity of thought. By remaining aware, you see solutions and opportunities that might otherwise be overlooked. Presence allows for more innovative responses and effective strategies in personal and professional challenges. Encourage consistent practice in all aspects of life. Mindfulness is not limited to formal meditation or quiet reflection. It can be applied while working, interacting, exercising, or managing daily tasks. The cumulative effect of consistent awareness creates resilience, focus, and a deepened sense of purpose that permeates every action. Recognize the connection between mindfulness and emotional regulation. When fully present, emotions are observed without distortion or overreaction. This awareness prevents impulsive responses and supports balanced interactions with others. Emotional clarity reinforces self-control, enabling better decisions, stronger relationships, and consistent achievement. Commit to mindfulness as a daily discipline. Over time, deliberate presence transforms thought patterns, emotional responses, and behavior. The mind becomes sharper, calmer, and more capable of sustained focus. Life is experienced fully, and actions become intentional, meaningful, and aligned with goals. Mindfulness is the key to living deliberately, acting consistently, and achieving growth with clarity, purpose, and resilience. By practicing mindfulness daily, attention and awareness become natural habits. Each moment becomes an opportunity to engage fully, respond wisely, and act with purpose. Mindfulness strengthens focus, reduces distraction, and builds a resilient mindset capable of handling challenges without losing composure. The practice transforms ordinary routines into deliberate actions, deepens understanding of oneself and surroundings, and cultivates the mental clarity necessary to achieve long-term goals. Through persistent attention to the present, life becomes more directed, intentional, and fulfilling. Chapter 16. Cultivate curiosity to expand thinking and find new solutions. Curiosity is one of the most powerful tools for personal growth and problem-solving. It drives exploration, fuels learning, and opens doors to opportunities that remain hidden when we settle for what we already know. Cultivating curiosity is not simply about asking questions. It is about creating a mindset that actively seeks understanding, challenges assumptions, and looks beyond immediate answers. When curiosity becomes a habit, it strengthens mental flexibility, encourages innovation, and deepens insight into complex situations. The mind that asks questions, that investigates, and that explores different perspectives continuously grows and adapts, while the mind that remains passive stagnates. Start by questioning routine assumptions. Examine why certain methods are used and why specific beliefs are held. Ask yourself what alternatives might exist and what other approaches could solve the same problem. This exercise forces the mind to step outside habitual patterns and explore possibilities that are otherwise ignored. Every time you challenge the usual way, you activate creativity and increase your mental agility. Read broadly and diversely. Exposure to different subjects, viewpoints, and disciplines expands your understanding and stimulates thought. Avoid limiting yourself to familiar topics. Explore areas outside your comfort zone or expertise. The breadth of knowledge allows you to connect ideas in unexpected ways, increasing your ability to generate unique solutions. Curiosity thrives on diversity because it constantly challenges assumptions and expands mental horizons. Practice asking why and how consistently. Questioning processes, decisions, and outcomes encourages deeper understanding. Avoid accepting information passively. Instead, explore causes, motivations, and consequences. By repeatedly asking these questions, you train your mind to investigate thoroughly and approach problems from multiple angles. Curiosity is strengthened when inquiry becomes habitual and intentional rather than occasional or superficial. Experiment and test ideas in practical ways. Curiosity is best developed through active engagement rather than passive thinking. Try new approaches, adjust strategies, and observe outcomes. Testing allows you to learn from direct experience and discover insights that theory alone cannot provide. The willingness to experiment fosters innovation and builds confidence in your ability to solve challenges effectively. Embrace uncertainty and discomfort. Curiosity grows when you step into the unknown and accept that answers may not come immediately. Avoid the temptation to retreat to familiar ideas or easy solutions. By tolerating uncertainty and maintaining engagement, you develop resilience and strengthen problem-solving capabilities. Discomfort often signals opportunity for growth and deeper understanding. Engage in meaningful conversations with others. Ask questions, listen actively, and explore perspectives different from your own. Dialogue broadens understanding, challenges biases, and introduces new possibilities. Curiosity is reinforced when you seek knowledge from others and remain open to learning rather than defending preconceived notions. Learning from diverse experiences strengthens creativity and provides practical solutions to real-world challenges. Keep a learning journal or notebook, record observations, questions, and reflections. Write down problems you encounter and potential ways to approach them. This practice turns curiosity into action by creating a tangible record of exploration and discovery. Reviewing entries over time allows you to track growth, notice patterns, and refine thinking processes systematically. Challenge assumptions regularly. Identify beliefs, practices, or strategies that you take for granted and analyze their validity. Ask whether there are alternative explanations or more effective methods. This habit prevents stagnation and ensures that your thinking remains flexible and adaptive. Curiosity thrives in a mindset that questions assumptions instead of accepting them unquestioningly. Observe consequences carefully. When you test ideas or take action based on curiosity, notice results attentively. Determine what worked, what didn't, and why. Analysis of outcomes provides critical feedback that strengthens future decision-making. Curiosity is reinforced by understanding the connection between thought, action, and result, creating a cycle of learning and improvement. Develop curiosity in everyday tasks. Even routine or mundane activities can reveal insights when approached with attention and interest. Notice inefficiencies, patterns, or opportunities for improvement. Approach daily responsibilities with a mindset of discovery rather than obligation. This habit trains the brain to continuously seek understanding and improvement, regardless of the task's scale. Combine curiosity with creativity. When exploring new ideas, allow your mind to consider unconventional solutions without judgment. Explore different perspectives, imagine alternative scenarios, and connect seemingly unrelated concepts. Curiosity and creativity together produce innovative approaches that can resolve problems more effectively than standard methods. Seek feedback intentionally. Ask others to provide input on your actions, decisions, or strategies. Listen carefully and explore how their perspectives may reveal new approaches. Feedback is a critical resource for curiosity because it provides information beyond your personal perception and exposes blind spots. An open-minded approach to feedback reinforces exploration and continuous improvement. Practice reflective thinking. After engaging with new ideas or experiences, Pause to reflect on what you learned, what surprised you, and how it connects to your goals. Reflection deepens understanding, solidifies lessons, and uncovers insights that immediate observation alone may miss. Curiosity thrives in an environment of deliberate reflection because it allows ideas to be analyzed, compared, and refined. Use curiosity to improve problem solving. When confronted with challenges, explore multiple potential solutions before acting. Investigate causes, anticipate consequences, and imagine alternatives. Curiosity prevents narrow thinking and encourages strategic, well-informed decisions. By considering a wide range of possibilities, solutions become more robust and adaptable. Stay persistent in inquiry. Curiosity is strengthened by consistency and endurance. Avoid settling for superficial answers or giving up when understanding is not immediate. Persistent questioning trains the mind to seek depth and clarity, which increases confidence and effectiveness in complex situations. Integrate curiosity into professional and personal growth. Apply inquisitive thinking to projects, relationships, and skill development. Seek to understand why processes exist, how tasks can be optimized, and where innovations can occur. Curiosity enhances effectiveness, improves relationships, and creates opportunities for advancement by maintaining a proactive approach to learning and discovery. Balance curiosity with focus. While it is important to explore and question, it is equally critical to direct attention to relevant areas. Prioritize questions and investigations that align with goals and values. This ensures that curiosity is productive rather than scattered, channeling energy into meaningful outcomes. Celebrate discoveries and new insights. Recognize the value of learning and the impact of exploring new perspectives. Reinforce the habit of curiosity by acknowledging achievements, however small. Positive reinforcement encourages continued exploration and makes curiosity an enjoyable and sustainable practice. Commit to lifelong curiosity. Understand that growth is ongoing and opportunities to learn exist in every moment. Approach life with an open, inquisitive mindset that seeks knowledge, understanding, and improvement continuously. Curiosity becomes a guiding principle, driving action, problem solving, and personal development. The mind trained in curiosity remains adaptable, innovative, and resilient, capable of navigating change and finding solutions where others see obstacles. By cultivating curiosity daily, you expand mental capacity, uncover new solutions, and increase personal and professional effectiveness. Each question asked, each detail observed, and each experiment conducted strengthens the mind and builds confidence in tackling challenges. Curiosity transforms ordinary experiences into opportunities for learning and growth, turning obstacles into pathways for discovery. The consistent practice of curiosity ensures that thinking remains flexible, innovative, and deeply engaged with the world, creating a life of continuous improvement, problem solving, and meaningful achievement. Chapter 17. Set measurable targets to maintain clarity and purposeful focus. Setting measurable targets is the cornerstone of clarity and purposeful action, because goals without specificity are often vague and difficult to achieve. When targets are defined clearly, they act as a guiding force, helping you focus energy, track progress, and maintain motivation even during challenging moments. Without measurable objectives, it is easy to drift, lose focus, or feel overwhelmed by the volume of tasks that life presents. Defining targets gives the mind a concrete direction, making it easier to allocate time, energy, and resources effectively. The first step is to identify what matters most in your personal and professional life, and then convert those priorities into specific, measurable outcomes that can be tracked regularly. Start by breaking down large ambitions into smaller, achievable steps. Instead of saying, "I want to get better at my work," Define what better means in quantifiable terms, such as completing a project within a set time frame or mastering a specific skill by a given date. This precision ensures that effort is directed intentionally, reducing wasted time and mental energy. Each measurable target becomes a milestone, providing immediate feedback on progress and reinforcing a sense of achievement. By treating each step as part of a larger system, you develop momentum and maintain consistent forward movement. Establish timelines for each target to create accountability and urgency. When objectives have a clear deadline, the mind naturally prioritizes activities that contribute to completing them. This sense of urgency prevents procrastination and encourages disciplined work habits. Even when obstacles arise, the framework of measurable targets allows you to adjust strategies while keeping your eyes on the ultimate goal. Daily or weekly checkpoints can provide regular feedback, helping you evaluate which methods are effective and which need refinement. Make your targets specific and actionable. Ambiguity creates confusion and slows progress. Clearly defined objectives answer the questions of what, when, and how. For example, instead of committing to exercise more, determine to run 3 miles every morning for 4 weeks. This approach leaves no room for misinterpretation and transforms intention into action. Specificity also helps in measuring success, giving you clear evidence of achievement that reinforces motivation and builds confidence. Track progress meticulously. Maintain a record of accomplishments, setbacks, and lessons learned. Reviewing progress regularly ensures that effort is aligned with objectives and highlights areas requiring improvement. Recording results transforms abstract goals into tangible evidence of development, allowing you to make data-driven decisions about how to adjust strategies. Progress tracking is a form of feedback that strengthens focus, as it constantly reminds the mind of what has been accomplished and what remains to be done. Break complex goals into manageable components to avoid overwhelm. Large objectives can feel daunting, leading to procrastination or inaction. Divide each target into smaller, measurable steps that can be completed sequentially. Each completed component not only moves you closer to the overall goal, but also reinforces confidence and maintains momentum. This incremental approach transforms seemingly impossible challenges into achievable actions, fostering resilience and determination. Prioritize targets according to their impact. Not all goals carry equal weight in achieving long-term success. Identify which objectives produce the greatest results and focus energy on those first. This prioritization ensures that effort is spent on high-value actions, preventing distraction from less important tasks. Measuring impact allows you to allocate resources efficiently, ensuring that time and energy produce meaningful outcomes rather than scattered, unfocused effort. Review and refine targets regularly. Circumstances, priorities, and personal growth are constantly changing. Periodically evaluate whether goals remain relevant, realistic, and aligned with overall vision. Adjust targets to reflect current conditions and new insights. This continuous refinement keeps objectives practical, attainable, and motivating, preventing stagnation or misalignment. A dynamic approach to goal setting ensures that focus remains sharp and purposeful over time. Visualize achievement for each measurable target. Mental rehearsal of success strengthens commitment and clarity. When you imagine completing a goal, the mind begins to recognize necessary actions, anticipate obstacles, and strategize solutions. Visualization also reinforces emotional engagement, increasing motivation and resilience when challenges arise. The combination of mental clarity and emotional connection amplifies focus and directs energy toward tangible results. Define the criteria for success clearly. For each target, determine what constitutes completion and what standards indicate progress. Without clear criteria, it is difficult to assess whether actions are producing desired results. Well-defined success parameters create accountability and objectivity, reducing uncertainty and strengthening confidence. Knowing exactly what completion looks like allows for precise evaluation and timely adjustment of methods. Incorporate measurable targets into daily routines. Make each day a step toward achieving larger objectives by aligning tasks with clearly defined outcomes. Morning planning, midday review, and evening reflection can reinforce awareness of progress and keep energy focused on priorities. Integrating targets into everyday actions transforms abstract goals into lived habits, ensuring continuous advancement and preventing drift from purpose. Combine quantitative and qualitative measures for a complete perspective. Numbers and metrics provide objective clarity, while qualitative feedback offers insight into the quality and impact of efforts. Together, these measures allow a comprehensive understanding of progress, highlighting strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for improvement. Both types of feedback encourage deliberate action and sharpen focus on meaningful results. Avoid spreading effort too thin by limiting the number of simultaneous targets. Focus intensively on a few high-priority objectives to ensure depth and quality in accomplishment. Multi-targeting can dilute energy, reduce clarity, and weaken overall impact. Concentrated effort ensures that each goal receives the attention required for measurable progress, creating a foundation for sustainable growth and success. Celebrate milestones and small victories along the way. Recognizing achievement, even in incremental steps, reinforces motivation and commitment. Each milestone acts as evidence that progress is tangible and attainable. Celebrating success nurtures confidence and reinforces the habit of setting and reaching measurable targets. Anticipate obstacles and plan contingencies. When measurable targets are established, consider potential challenges that may slow or derail progress. Strategize alternative approaches and develop adaptive responses. Proactive planning maintains momentum, prevents discouragement, and strengthens focus. Preparedness ensures that setbacks do not compromise clarity or purpose. Communicate targets with accountability partners when possible. Sharing objectives with trusted individuals increases commitment and provides external perspective. Accountability encourages disciplined effort and motivates consistent action. Feedback from others can reveal blind spots, offer new strategies, and reinforce focus on meaningful outcomes. Maintain a balance between ambition and realism. Targets should challenge abilities while remaining attainable. Unrealistic goals can cause frustration and loss of focus, while achievable yet challenging targets drive effort and growth. Careful calibration ensures sustained engagement, continuous improvement, and the building of confidence through tangible progress. Use reflection to enhance future goal setting. After completing measurable targets, analyze results carefully, identify what worked, what did not, and why. Apply these insights to subsequent objectives to improve efficiency, effectiveness, and focus. Reflection turns each experience into a learning opportunity, reinforcing intentional action and clarity in all future endeavors. Commit fully to the process of measuring and achieving targets. Consistency, discipline, and attention to detail are essential for translating intention into results. Measurable targets act as a roadmap, but only persistent, focused action ensures that goals are realized. The habit of setting, tracking, and adjusting targets strengthens mental clarity, reinforces purpose, and accelerates progress toward meaningful success. By establishing measurable targets, prioritizing high-impact goals, tracking progress meticulously, and reflecting consistently, clarity and purposeful focus become a natural part of daily life. Each deliberate action moves you closer to long-term aspirations, transforming ambition into tangible achievement. The mind trained to focus on measurable outcomes is empowered, disciplined, and resilient, capable of navigating challenges, seizing opportunities, and creating consistent forward momentum in every aspect of life. Chapter 18. Reward yourself for consistent effort to reinforce disciplined behavior. Rewarding yourself for consistent effort is not indulgence, but a strategic practice that strengthens discipline and reinforces the behaviors necessary for long-term success. When you acknowledge and honor your progress, the mind receives positive reinforcement, making it more likely to repeat productive actions. This approach creates a cycle where consistent effort leads to tangible recognition, which in turn fuels motivation and deepens commitment to daily habits. Many people overlook the psychological power of reward, assuming that discipline alone should sustain them, but reinforcement amplifies focus, reduces burnout, and solidifies routines over time. Start by identifying meaningful rewards that align with your values and goals. Rewards should be motivating, but not counterproductive. They can range from a small personal treat, a short break, to enjoy a hobby, or a social outing to celebrate achievement. The key is to create a system where each consistent effort, no matter how small, is acknowledged in a way that resonates with you personally. Track your consistency meticulously. Daily records of completed tasks, habits, or progress provide the evidence needed to justify rewards and maintain accountability. Knowing exactly what you have accomplished makes the recognition concrete rather than abstract. Over time, this practice creates a feedback loop. The more you track and reward progress, the more naturally disciplined behaviors become ingrained. Break larger goals into smaller milestones and associate rewards with each milestone. This ensures motivation is sustained across extended projects or long-term objectives. Completing small steps provides a sense of achievement that keeps momentum alive, preventing fatigue or loss of focus. Milestone rewards also serve as benchmarks, helping you measure your dedication and adjust strategies if progress slows. Choose rewards that enhance rather than hinder your growth. Avoid incentives that undermine your discipline, such as habits that contradict your objectives. For example, if your goal is health-related, reward yourself with experiences or items that support your well-being instead of indulgent behaviors that create setbacks. Aligning rewards with your values reinforces positive identity and strengthens the mental connection between effort and achievement. Incorporate both intrinsic and extrinsic rewards. Intrinsic rewards, like pride, self-respect, or the satisfaction of improvement, strengthen internal motivation. Extrinsic rewards, such as gifts, outings, or recognition from others, create external reinforcement. Using both forms provides balance and ensures that motivation is sustained even when external validation is limited. Use rewards strategically to reinforce habits during challenging periods. When tasks feel difficult, progress seems slow, or motivation wanes, planned rewards act as anchors that maintain engagement. Anticipating positive outcomes for effort encourages persistence, turning challenging moments into opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to avoid. Avoid over-reliance on rewards that create dependence. While reinforcement is powerful, the ultimate goal is to internalize discipline so that consistent effort continues even without external incentives. Gradually transition from frequent tangible rewards to recognizing and valuing personal achievement internally. Celebrate progress mentally and emotionally, understanding that the true reward is mastery over your actions and development of lasting habits. Schedule rewards intentionally rather than randomly. Structured recognition prevents impulsive indulgence and ensures that rewards reinforce the desired behaviors effectively. Plan when and how you will reward consistent effort, linking incentives directly to the completion of specific tasks or milestones. This approach creates a reliable system that strengthens consistency and avoids undermining focus. Reflect on each reward to deepen its impact. After acknowledging achievement, consider how the behavior contributed to progress and how it aligns with your long-term goals. Reflection reinforces learning, highlights successful strategies, and strengthens the psychological connection between effort and reward. Over time, this practice enhances both self-awareness and the ability to maintain disciplined behavior. Combine rewards with visualization techniques. Mentally imagining the satisfaction and pride that comes from completing a task enhances the motivational impact of actual rewards. Visualization strengthens commitment and increases focus, making the act of working toward goals emotionally engaging as well as practically effective. Celebrate not just outcomes, but consistent effort itself. Progress is not always linear, and setbacks may occur. Recognizing the dedication and persistence that drive improvement reinforces the process-oriented mindset, crucial for sustainable success. Rewarding effort rather than only results cultivates resilience and reinforces the habit of disciplined action, regardless of immediate outcomes. Adjust rewards over time to match growth and evolving goals. As achievements accumulate, the same rewards may lose their impact. Continuously tailor incentives to remain meaningful and motivating, ensuring that reinforcement continues to support evolving objectives and heightened standards. This adaptability keeps discipline dynamic and responsive to your development. Use rewards to encourage experimentation and skill building, associating positive reinforcement with learning new techniques. Trying different strategies or stepping outside comfort zones increases the likelihood of growth and creative problem solving. Rewarding effort in these areas strengthens curiosity and innovation while maintaining focus on consistent improvement. Integrate social accountability into your reward system. Sharing achievements with mentors, peers, or supportive communities amplifies recognition and motivates continued effort. Public acknowledgement reinforces commitment, encourages disciplined behavior, and provides opportunities to inspire others through your consistency and dedication. Balance short-term and long-term rewards. Immediate recognition maintains daily motivation, while larger, long-term rewards acknowledge cumulative progress and strategic achievement. This dual approach ensures that small victories build momentum without losing sight of overarching goals, creating a sustainable system of disciplined action reinforced by meaningful incentives. Keep rewards aligned with intentional living. The purpose of reinforcement is to support your growth, strengthen focus, and enhance well-being. Avoid distractions disguised as rewards that may derail progress or dilute mental energy. Mindful selection of rewards strengthens the connection between effort and meaningful achievement, reinforcing the habits necessary for ongoing personal development. Use rewards to cultivate positive emotional associations with discipline. Linking pleasure and satisfaction to effort conditions the mind to view hard work as beneficial rather than burdensome. This mental association increases resilience, encourages consistency, and transforms disciplined behavior into a natural part of daily life. Document rewards alongside achievements. Maintaining a visual or written record of completed tasks and associated rewards reinforces both accountability and motivation. Reviewing this record periodically highlights patterns of consistent effort, provides evidence of growth, and inspires continued dedication. Combine small daily rewards with periodic significant celebrations. Recognizing incremental progress maintains daily engagement, while acknowledging major accomplishments reinforces long-term commitment and provides opportunities to reflect on growth. This layered approach strengthens focus, deepens motivation, and solidifies disciplined routines over time. Understand that rewarding consistent effort builds character, strengthens mental endurance, and creates a framework for lasting success. By acknowledging dedication, reinforcing positive behaviors, and aligning incentives with long-term objectives, you cultivate a disciplined mindset capable of sustaining focus, overcoming challenges, and achieving meaningful personal and professional growth. Consistency becomes rewarding, motivation is amplified, and the mind learns to associate effort with tangible and emotional gains, making disciplined action both sustainable and fulfilling. When rewards are applied thoughtfully, discipline transforms from a chore into an empowering system. Each step forward, each repeated action, and each milestone becomes evidence of capability, creating a sense of mastery and confidence. Over time, rewarding consistent effort does not merely reinforce habits, it shapes identity, teaching the mind to value dedication, persistence, and purposeful action as intrinsic components of daily life. The strategic application of rewards ensures that disciplined behavior is not only maintained, but thrives. Positive reinforcement strengthens focus, prevents burnout, and cultivates a mindset that celebrates progress while remaining committed to continuous growth. By rewarding effort deliberately and thoughtfully, every action contributes to building a resilient, focused, and high-performing individual capable of achieving sustained success. Chapter 19. Review daily habits to remove actions that waste focus. Reviewing your daily habits is one of the most powerful ways to regain control over your time, sharpen your focus, and ensure that every action contributes meaningfully toward your goals. Most people move through their days on autopilot, repeating routines without questioning whether they are productive or wasteful. Without conscious examination, small inefficiencies accumulate, distracting energy away from what truly matters and slowing progress toward your ambitions. By dedicating time each day to analyze your habits, you create a clear picture of which actions propel you forward and which drain your mental energy. Begin by recording your daily activities in a simple log, noting both the task and the duration spent on it. Tracking your time provides objective insight into how your attention is allocated. It reveals patterns that you might overlook in the moment: periods of distraction, repeated procrastination, or time spent on low-value tasks. Awareness alone can be a catalyst for change, but combining it with deliberate reflection transforms understanding into action. Once your habits are documented, categorize them according to value and impact. Identify tasks that directly contribute to long-term goals and prioritize these. At the same time, highlight activities that consume attention but offer minimal or no benefit. For instance, frequent social media scrolling, unnecessary meetings, or multitasking on minor tasks may seem harmless in isolation, but collectively they fragment focus and reduce cognitive capacity. Recognizing these patterns is essential for reclaiming your energy and attention. Replace wasted actions with intentional alternatives that support your growth. When you notice a habitual behavior that saps focus, pause and ask yourself whether this action aligns with your priorities. Substitute the habit with a productive or restorative activity, such as reviewing goals, practicing focused work, or engaging in physical exercise. Over time, these conscious replacements strengthen mental discipline and create routines that support long-term effectiveness. Create small checkpoints throughout your day to reassess focus. Brief pauses every few hours allow you to evaluate whether you are adhering to productive habits or slipping into low-value behaviors. These micro-assessments build self-awareness and provide opportunities to correct course, before wasted time accumulates. Developing the skill to notice when attention drifts ensures that mental energy is continually directed toward meaningful pursuits. Establish clear boundaries for distractions. Technology, social obligations, and environmental factors often encroach on focus without being consciously noticed. Set specific time blocks for deep work, during which notifications are silenced, interruptions are minimized, and attention is devoted entirely to high-priority tasks. Treat these blocks as sacred, guarding them with the same diligence as an important meeting. This consistent enforcement of boundaries strengthens self-discipline and reinforces the habit of focused action. Evaluate recurring low-value habits critically. Ask whether each behavior serves a larger purpose or merely fills time. Be honest with yourself and recognize that some activities, while comfortable or habitual, do not advance your objectives. Eliminating them requires courage and consistency, but the payoff is significant: increased clarity, sustained energy, and the mental space necessary for meaningful progress. In addition to removing wasted actions, refine existing productive habits. Continuous improvement ensures that your routines evolve as your goals and circumstances change. Adjustments may include modifying schedules, breaking large tasks into smaller steps, or integrating efficiency techniques like batching similar tasks together. These refinements prevent stagnation and ensure that your habits remain aligned with both short-term objectives and long-term aspirations. Incorporate reflection at the end of each day. Reviewing successes, challenges, and distractions reinforces accountability and fosters a proactive mindset. Ask yourself what activities were most beneficial, which actions consumed attention unnecessarily, and how tomorrow can be structured more efficiently. This reflective practice builds insight, strengthens decision-making, and encourages deliberate management of your energy. Use habit elimination as a tool for mental decluttering. Every unnecessary action removed from your day frees cognitive resources for higher-order thinking, problem-solving, and creative output. Mental clarity increases, focus deepens, and the ability to prioritize becomes more intuitive. In this sense, reviewing and pruning daily habits is not merely about time management, but also about optimizing mental capacity for meaningful achievements. Combine habit review with goal alignment. Ensure that every activity supports the outcomes you seek. Actions misaligned with your objectives, even if they feel productive, should be reconsidered. This creates a framework where energy is directed consistently toward outcomes that matter, preventing effort from being diluted across unrelated or trivial tasks. Introduce accountability measures to reinforce habit refinement. Share progress with a mentor, coach, or trusted peer who can provide feedback on areas where focus is being lost. External accountability increases motivation, highlights blind spots, and encourages the discipline needed to eliminate low-value behaviors effectively. Recognize that removing wasted actions may initially create discomfort. Habits often serve emotional or habitual needs, and breaking them can trigger resistance. Acknowledge this discomfort as a natural part of growth, and remain committed to the benefits of regained focus. Persistence through this resistance strengthens resilience and solidifies the practice of intentional action. Incorporate positive reinforcement to maintain habit review consistently. Reward yourself for successfully identifying and eliminating actions that waste attention. This could be a brief pause, a small treat, or a moment of reflection celebrating regained clarity. Reinforcement encourages repetition of the behavior and transforms habit review into an ongoing, self-sustaining process. Leverage the insights gained from habit review to design structured routines. Align your day intentionally, scheduling high-priority tasks during periods of peak energy and focus. Place necessary but low-value activities in designated slots, that minimize disruption. Structuring your day around priorities ensures that your attention is consistently applied where it has the greatest impact. Consider the long-term cumulative effect of small inefficiencies. Minor distractions repeated daily accumulate into significant lost time over weeks and months. By reviewing habits and removing even small actions that waste focus, you reclaim hours of mental energy, translating into measurable progress and accelerated achievement of objectives. Document changes and track their impact. Record which habits were eliminated, which were adjusted, and the resulting improvement in focus and productivity. This documentation provides motivation, reinforces learning, and offers a roadmap for future refinement. Tracking ensures that habit review is actionable and measurable, rather than theoretical. Integrate flexibility into habit review. Life circumstances, responsibilities, and energy levels vary, and routines must adapt accordingly. A rigid approach may create stress or resistance, undermining progress. Maintain focus on the principle of intentional action, while allowing for reasonable adjustments to maintain consistency and effectiveness. Encourage a mindset of continuous improvement. Habit review is not a one-time exercise, but an ongoing commitment to optimizing how your time and attention are used. Adopting this mindset ensures that focus remains sharp, distractions are minimized, and mental energy is applied consistently to meaningful work. Understand that the process of reviewing daily habits develops self-awareness. This awareness enables early identification of behaviors that erode focus, promotes strategic decision-making, and strengthens the ability to act with intention in all areas of life. Enhanced self-awareness translates into greater control over both actions and outcomes. Commit to making habit review a daily practice. Even 5 minutes of focused reflection at the end of each day can reveal patterns, highlight inefficiencies, and provide actionable insights for improvement. Consistency builds discipline, ensures that attention remains aligned with priorities, and creates a culture of intentional living. Ultimately, reviewing daily habits to remove actions that waste focus empowers you to take charge of your life. It transforms routines from automatic behaviors into deliberate choices, strengthens mental clarity, and maximizes the impact of your efforts. By eliminating distractions, refining priorities, and structuring each day intentionally, you create an environment where focus is protected, energy is preserved, and progress becomes not only possible, but inevitable. This practice is essential for anyone committed to consistent personal growth and meaningful achievement. Chapter 20. Commit fully to your growth to achieve lasting transformation. Committing fully to your growth is the single most important step you can take toward lasting transformation. It requires a clear decision to prioritize your development above temporary comfort, distractions, or hesitation. Many people desire change, but approach it half-heartedly, taking inconsistent actions and expecting remarkable results. Transformation demands more than occasional effort. It demands total commitment, consistent practice, and the willingness to embrace challenges as opportunities. Growth is not something that happens passively or by chance. It is earned through deliberate choices, disciplined action, and persistent focus on improving yourself each day. Begin by clarifying your vision for who you want to become. Identify the qualities, skills, and habits that define this version of yourself. Write these down in precise terms and revisit them often. A clear vision serves as a compass, guiding daily decisions and helping you stay on track when motivation wavers. Without a clear target, actions can become scattered and ineffective, delaying progress and creating frustration. By committing to growth, you make the conscious choice to invest in yourself consistently. Next, embrace responsibility for every aspect of your development. Transformation does not occur because circumstances are favorable or because someone else intervenes. Every setback, every missed opportunity, and every challenge is within your control to respond to wisely. This mindset shifts you from a passive observer of your life to an active creator of your future. Accepting responsibility ensures that your growth is self-directed and sustained over time. Consistency is the engine of lasting change. Daily practices, no matter how small, compound into significant transformation when maintained over time. Identify actions that directly contribute to your growth and schedule them intentionally into your day. Whether it is reading, skill building, reflection, physical training, or practicing discipline, these repeated actions form the foundation for measurable improvement. Each day becomes a building block, and every completed action reinforces the belief that transformation is possible. Patience is essential while maintaining relentless effort. Growth rarely follows a linear path, and immediate results are uncommon. Progress is often subtle, unfolding gradually through repeated effort and learning from mistakes. Committing fully means understanding that temporary setbacks are part of the process and maintaining effort even when visible results are delayed. This approach strengthens resilience, builds character, and deepens your ability to sustain progress over the long term. Surround yourself with influences that reinforce your commitment. The people, environments, and media you engage with either strengthen your focus or dilute it. Seek out mentors, peers, and sources of information that inspire you to act and grow. Limit exposure to negativity, distraction, and opinions that encourage stagnation. By carefully curating your influences, you create an ecosystem that supports and accelerates your transformation. Set measurable milestones to track your progress. Break larger goals into achievable steps and celebrate incremental victories. These milestones provide both motivation and accountability, demonstrating that consistent effort produces tangible results. Reviewing milestones regularly allows for adjustments in strategy and ensures that your growth remains aligned with your ultimate vision. Measurement creates clarity, helps prevent drift, and reinforces the discipline required to maintain focus on meaningful change. Commitment requires courage to step outside comfort zones. Growth often demands confronting fears, taking calculated risks, and embracing uncertainty. Resisting the urge to remain within familiar routines allows you to discover new strengths, expand capabilities, and unlock potential that would remain dormant otherwise. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you reinforce your ability to act decisively and move beyond limitations. Reflection is a crucial component of full commitment. Take time daily to assess your actions, mindset, and progress. Honest self-evaluation highlights areas that need improvement and ensures that effort is being applied efficiently. Reflection turns experience into wisdom, providing insights that refine your approach and prevent repeated mistakes. When combined with consistent action, it accelerates growth and fosters self-mastery. Eliminate distractions and non-essential activities that compete with your development. Time and attention are finite resources, and growth requires their focused allocation. Identify habits, commitments, or routines that do not support your objectives and remove them systematically. This creates space for intentional high-impact actions that directly contribute to your transformation. Protecting mental and physical energy is a non-negotiable element of total commitment. Adopt a mindset of continuous learning. Commit to absorbing knowledge, seeking feedback, and refining skills without end. Each lesson, success, or failure carries information that, when applied wisely, accelerates growth. Growth-minded individuals never consider learning complete. They view every experience as an opportunity to improve. By maintaining curiosity and openness, you sustain momentum and avoid stagnation. Accountability strengthens commitment. Share your intentions with others who will hold you to your standards or provide guidance when progress slows. External accountability reinforces internal resolve, creates motivation, and ensures that your actions align with your stated goals. Combining internal discipline with external support maximizes the likelihood of lasting transformation. Prioritize self-discipline in every area of your life. Discipline ensures that actions occur even when motivation fades. Commit to routines and standards that consistently advance your growth, resisting impulses that undermine progress. Discipline acts as the bridge between intention and achievement, transforming good intentions into tangible results. Visualize the long-term benefits of full commitment. Imagine the person you will become, the skills you will possess, and the impact of your consistent effort over months and years. Visualization reinforces motivation, provides clarity, and strengthens resolve during challenging periods. Seeing the outcome mentally creates a psychological anchor that keeps you focused and persistent. Accept setbacks as opportunities rather than failures. Growth involves trial and error, and each misstep contains lessons critical for improvement. An unwavering commitment to your development reframes setbacks as data points for refinement. This perspective prevents discouragement and ensures continuous momentum toward your goals. Celebrate progress without complacency. Recognizing achievements boosts confidence and reinforces the habit of growth, but it is essential to maintain forward motion. Acknowledgement of milestones should motivate renewed effort rather than signal an endpoint. This balance between celebration and continuous effort keeps transformation sustainable and dynamic. Develop resilience to maintain effort under stress or adversity. Challenges are inevitable, and the ability to persevere despite obstacles separates those who achieve lasting change from those who plateau. Commitment to growth requires mental toughness, emotional regulation, and persistence through uncomfortable circumstances. Strengthening resilience ensures that external factors do not derail progress. Integrate habits that support long-term well-being. Nutrition, sleep, exercise, and mental care all contribute to the capacity for consistent action. Without attention to these foundational elements, energy and focus diminish, making sustained growth more difficult. Full commitment includes maintaining the body and mind to support continuous development. Stay flexible and adaptive. Growth paths are rarely linear, and circumstances may demand adjustment in strategy or approach. Commitment does not mean rigidity. It means consistently choosing actions that serve your objectives while adapting to changing conditions. Flexibility ensures that commitment remains effective and sustainable, even in dynamic environments. Maintain a relentless focus on purpose. Understanding why you are pursuing growth anchors your effort and strengthens resolve. Purpose provides clarity in decision-making, prevents distraction, and infuses your actions with meaning. Commitment without purpose can feel mechanical, but when grounded in intent, every action contributes to lasting transformation. Ultimately, committing fully to your growth transforms potential into reality. It requires conscious choices, consistent effort, disciplined action, and a willingness to embrace discomfort for the sake of progress. By prioritizing development, reflecting regularly, embracing challenges, and protecting focus, you create conditions where transformation is inevitable. The person you aspire to become emerges not by chance, but through unwavering commitment to daily improvement, deliberate practice, and the persistent pursuit of excellence.